And we should be live. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see the game all right? Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you're all doing well on this wonderful Saturday evening. Just going to check my audios, and I'll be right with you. Sounds all good to me. Right. Hello, everyone. Tonight we're going to be doing a all things Manchester stream tonight. Because, well, why not? So obviously with the recently released Manchester Airport Commuter and the Glossop line, I thought, you know what? We'll do a bit of both. So the plan is tonight we're going to do a service. So I've got a poll going. Choose what you want to see first. But what we're going to do is that because both routes are kind of end to end, we're going to do, let's say Manchester Airport Commuter wins, which it is in a minute. We're going to do Piccadilly down to like Wilmslow or something, or maybe Alderley Edge. Back up and like maybe go via the airport, change around, go back up the line to Manchester Piccadilly. And then we'll do again the same. Piccadilly to Glossop, Glossop to Hadfield, Hadfield to Glossop, Glossop back to Manchester Piccadilly again. We can't actually see you, but we can see the game and your radio check, yep, is all good. So yeah, we're going to do like two lots of end-to-end running. Does Glossop line have all the West Coast mainline layers? No, it doesn't. So essentially, yeah, we're doing a bit of a mini shift, so it should take around 2 hours or so. So who we got on chat? We've got Crazy, Alex, William, who has been whinging about me being a bit late. Crazy, how you doing? Trainman, UK tag. Trains of Britain, new name in the chat if you're doing well. Rex, how you doing? Swift Edits, yes, long time no see. I've seen that you've joined the Discord again, so welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Pardon me, Adam. Joshua, how you doing? Gaming Junction, Ben, Luke, Nathan, Transport East Anglia, Callum, Victor. Who else we got? Got loads of people in tonight. Yeah, I think that's everyone. How is everyone doing? What Trains in World shift should I do a shift on? I think you should join me. Join me on either Glossop or Manchester Airport Commuter. You're going to go to London Euston to see Class 86529. Oh, yes, to celebrate the 86 coming out in a few weeks' time as well. You're off to see 91. GWR fan, hope you're doing well. Train Hunter, how are you doing? Right, so before we jump into anything, today we are also doing a bingo for the first time in a while. So let me just open that up. This is the bingo card for tonight. There is a template in the Discord server, so feel free to take a copy of it, do whatever you need to do. But obviously you've got the key sorts of things like 40 likes, 35 viewers, all sorts of bits and bobs going on with that. So we'll be checking in with that as the night goes on. So yeah, get it on there. Obviously, if you win a line in any direction, whether that be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, you get assigned a lovely shiny roll. UK tag, I'm aware you won last time, but I never got around to assigning your roll, so you'll by default get it anyway, regardless if you win or not. So you will be gifted it, as well as some of the winners. So videos with an X, how you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Double Spider, how you doing? And Jason, hello, hello, hello. Me and Jodo had a fun time out in Faversham today. Ah, nice. Nice. Do you keep the roll forever? No, the roll is until the next time around. Usually for around a week. At the minute, though, the bingos are like quite far in between, so you might have it for a little while. Got 27 people watching. Hope you're all doing absolutely splendid. Right, let me just go onto here. Apologies for being late as well. This is going to sound really boring. So the reason I'm late is because I went to go make some dinner around about 6 o'clock. Realised that there's hardly anything in the house. So I'd have to piece together some bits of crap, to be honest. So I had to very quickly run to Aldi, get some food. At least something half decent and quick. So yeah, I had to do that and I make my dinner, and it weren't ready until like 6:45. So I had to quickly eat it. And then, chaos. So yeah, bit of a crazy one. I need to do an Aldi shop. How you doing, Transport Havoc? Lawrence Staub, hope you're doing well. Train Hunter, can I have the role? If you win, yes. And also if you're in the Discord server. Right, so let's waffle inside. Should we jump into it? I think we should. Let me turn the the game audio down because that's a bit of a pain. Apply. Cool. We're going to do all things Boston tonight, but I think Manchester is by far the most popular at the minute, so that's what we're going to be doing. Make sure my controller's working. That's all fine. That's all working. Lovely stuff. So what's winning? I have got a Glossop line here. I've got a Glossop line installed. So what's winning? Let's have a look. You're going on holiday tomorrow. Oh yes, I think you remember. I remember you saying. 40 votes, 80% off. By far, Manchester Commuter. So what we'll do, just to reiterate, is we're going to go from Piccadilly. We'll probably go. We can go in anything really. We'll do Piccadilly to the airport, airport to Wilmslow or Audley Edge up to Piccadilly. Change routes. Go from Piccadilly to Glossop, Glossop to Hadfield, Hadfield to Glossop, Glossop back to Manchester Piccadilly. We'll see what we're like for time, and we'll just do some random ones then. So it could be around a couple of hours. Yes, there's a little spreadsheet there that Jason's put in the chat to go and check what layers you need. I've not got all the layers for Glossop line as I'm on the PC tonight. Oh, I almost said PlayStation. I'm on the PC tonight because I thought it'd be a little bit different. But if you do have the PC, you'll have all sorts of layers here, but I don't have them. So like Rail, if you have the like Spirit of Steam and stuff like that, you'll have like a few rail tours and whatever. Must be nice to go on holiday. I haven't been on one since 2019. Get yourself abroad in the sunny sunshine. Right, let's do that. Let's go to the 3-2. Should we do the 3-2-3? I think we should, shouldn't we? I feel like that is the best one to do. Or is there any good airport? In fact, should we do something else to the airport? It doesn't have to be 3-2-3 because we'll have to do that on the Glossop line. So, shall we do? What have we got that can do down to the airport? I think we should do that because that was a bit of a chaotic one last time. Piccadilly to airport. We'll do that one. That works for me, and then we can maybe change over and do something somewhere the other way. But yeah, let's have a little look. What is on the 3-2-3? What runs does it do? Does it do? Liverpool Lime through to Crewe. Yeah, that's where you change around. But what we can do is that there's a Manchester Airport service which you can pick up. So we'll do the 350, I think. Yeah, 350. That's fine. We can do that. I'm happy with that. Cool. We could do the 150 back, to be fair. What is your opinion on the Class 47? I like it. Is it an early start for me, though? But it's worth it. Are your flights at 1 o'clock in the morning? Do you know what? An early flight's alright, though, to be fair. When we go to Lanzarote, it's a fairly early start. Now, I believe, haven't they fixed the pantograph issue? I believe that was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that's automatically done, which is nice. Nice and busy around here, isn't it? Nice and busy around here, isn't it? Right, let's have a little look around there. Couple of 3-2-3s in there. Thought I had a spider on my hand. It's not. It's just a hair. Not my hair, because I don't have any. It's a long wait here, isn't it? Be right. Be fine. One Love Manchester. Gosh, how long ago was that? That was like 2016, wasn't it? Something like that. 150. Oh yeah, read that one. Did you see about Jota's? Did you see Ruben's? I don't know how to say his last name's reaction to Jota's 1 minute silence. No, I didn't. I'm not really into football, but I know that obviously what happened to Diogo Jota. Is it Jota or Jota? I'm not too sure. Either way, it's really sad to hear what happened to him, and yeah, I can imagine if you're a Liverpool fan, I do. My heart goes out to you because he was, from what I heard, a good person and a good player as well. So, favourite London Underground line? I only know the Bakerloo line, so I'm going to say that. Can't wait to get some Stagecoach open top Enviro 400s. How you doing, the simulator guy even? Hope you're doing well. When I used to go on holiday, my mum always did flights that got us to the hotel in the early evening so that it wasn't busy when we got there. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea. I never thought of doing that. Well, when we do Lanzarote, we kind of just get assigned whatever the cheapest flight is, which in most cases is like the one that's stupid o'clock in the morning. So last time we went, our flight was like 5 AM, I think. So we had to be at Leeds Bradford for around about 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was fun because I was like, yeah, I'm not getting any sleep. An early flight is good because you get to your destination about midday. Yeah, that's what happened to us. We got there for like 11 o'clock, so we were just straight in the pool. It was handy to know where the traction mode buttons are. I once replicated the one-time Southern Nictet Class 350 for a Brighton mainline service. That actually happened. Will you be watching the Fantastic Four film? No. Do you know what? Ever since Infinity War or Endgame or whatever the decent one was, personally I feel like Marvel's just not very good anymore. But that is just my opinion. The last good Marvel film I watched was the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That was the best one I watched, but I'm a little bit biased because I love them films. The Class 350 London Northwest, I think that's the Transpennine Express route, but in fact it's not branded as Transpennine Express. Yes, so the 350s in this. So the timetable is supposedly meant to be 2018/2019, when Transpennine Express actually did take on board a couple of 350s. I think they took on board, or they were about to transfer, a couple of 350s, which were in an unbranded London North Western livery at the time. So it's actually a realistic livery, believe it or not. And they did these services. So it's kind of just breaking the immersion a tiny bit, but it did happen at some point. Evening, Richie, what's your thoughts on qualifying today? It was interesting, wasn't it? It was an interesting qualifying session. I'm surprised Max got the... hold on, we're going to go... Yeah. I'm surprised that Max Verstappen got pole. But yeah, it's really interesting. I was rooting... I was kind of rooting for Hamilton because he was up there. He was doing bits, wasn't he? I was straight through, I think, to airport. Currently doing Frankfurt S-Bahn. That's a good route. Evening, Richie. I've heard that one. Cheers for the kind words on the 30k post. Yes, a big shout out to Jason and the team over at Train Sim World Community on Facebook, who have reached a whopping 30,000 followers on Facebook, and that is nuts. That's just crazy to think the extent and the reach of the game. So yeah, massive congratulations. So can we all get a dub in the chat, please, for Jason and the entire team over at Train Sim World Community. I just used a real TPE livery. That's a good idea. I probably should have done that, to be fair. We probably should have done that. That was a good idea. We're not going to do it now because I can't be bothered, but yeah, that's a good shout for future. There's an 87 waiting over there. You know what's weird? No matter how many different services I do, I keep seeing 87s. I see them a lot. We need TPE so we can get a 185. I would love to see a 185. I'm so glad that I managed to go before UK Tag started yapping about this. He's here. Good old Spad. Or as I said in casual stream once, signs spam pop. Yeah, I thought Lewis could have done it, but if he didn't touch the grass and didn't step out during club. Did that just beep at me then? I think it did. If he didn't step out during club, he could have got at least P2. Yeah, but they've got the pace. Do you know what? One lap pace, I think the Red Bull's got it, but over a race distance, I don't think they'll have it. They'll be too vulnerable from everyone behind, so I just don't see him winning. My predictions for tomorrow, I'm gonna say it's going to be a Norris P3, probably a Piastri P2, and a Hamilton P1, or something on the lines of that. Anyway, yeah, a couple of dubs, lovely stuff. Wait, is the 350 on this DLC filling in for TP? Yes, it is indeed. You'll also see when you go onto the main menu, it says Transpennine Express, and the ScotRail 158 say Northern. How you doing, Tintin? Hope you're doing well. Only spotted the other day. You've just not long hit 21,000, haven't you? Only spotted that the other day. We're going to mention it in your stream. Who's telling me to... Hey, Signs, don't tell me to shut up. Not today. You ended up at Stratford as you fell asleep on the train. I'll tell you a story. I won't tell you it too loudly because Shan's downstairs. But Shan once went to get on a cross-country service to go up to Edinburgh once, right? From Leeds. And she got on the train and it said, this is the train to Bristol Parkway or whatever it was, or Bristol Temple Meads or something on the lines of that. It would have been Temple Meads. and she panicked and was like, "Oh, I probably should get off this train because otherwise I'm going to end up in the wrong part of the country." Yeah, the 350 is TPE. Mum was so annoyed about miscommunication between Ocon and the engineer, so he had to do a final Q2 lap with a flat spotted tyre. Can we talk about Colapinto as well? Oh, dear me. Colapinto is he's hanging on by a thread, isn't he? Do you lot believe the Valtteri Bottas talk about him going to Alpine? Please don't call me sign spam pop. No, it's kind of hard to say, to be fair. I'm going for Ayrton Senna. Last time I watched F1, he was still driving. Blooming heck, considering he's now long gone. Yeah, that's a bit of a while. When was that? That would have been mid-90s. Surely, like Hamilton and those big names, Verstappen. How you doing, Alexei? Hope you're doing well. I know people are angry about the liveries for the 350, the 158, the 150 and the 153, but I like it. What's wrong with the liveries with the 150 and the 153? They are what they are. Yeah, quite chuffed. Yeah, it's good. You're doing really well. Your channel's growing really nicely, to be fair, so hats off to you. Colapinto. Yeah. Russell for the win. Oh, no, I can't do it. What are you going to do for the Railway 200? Maybe train spotting at Allen's West. It's a very random place, but I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. There's a little series I'm working on that I need to figure out. Put Jack Doohan back in the car. No, not happening. Bottas will replace Franco. It's a shame, really. I was rooting for him. Can you hear the game all right, by the way? I've turned it down a little bit. I don't believe VB is going to Alpine, but I do believe he's going to Cadillac. Oh, he'll go to Cadillac, no problem. Bottas to Cadillac is more reasonable. How you doing, Bennett? What's your opinion on these routes costing $20 to $40? Now, the thing is, right, so although I'm an ambassador now and obviously get gifted the routes, for a long time I was a paying customer. And a lot of things I would still happily pay for now. I think the price point, I've always thought the price point's a little bit expensive. However, simulation is. And, you look at things like Flight Simulator, you look at things like the bus simulator, Firm Bus Simulator, they all cost around about 30 quid in that sort of ballpark. I mean, you've got Firm Bus packs, they cost about 20 quid each. They are expensive, but to be fair, a lot of gaming is expensive. A lot of people will say, and the justification I've always said is that when you pay 30 quid or 25 quid or whatever for a route, you are essentially paying for its own game in itself, if that makes any sense. So, for example, a DLC is every single DLC is a different experience. It's a different map, it's different trains, it's different experiences all around. So, when you look at, for example, EA and their Sims 4, for example, they have the Sims 4 packs, gameplay. They're like gameplay packs. They're like 32 quid each, and they add a couple of characters. Do you know what I mean? It's all very much down to your own personal opinion. I do think they're a little bit expensive, but I think all games are expensive. So the good thing is there is usually a lot of sales. So if you're patient, you can get them a bit cheaper. It was 1994. Yeah, I thought it was around about the mid-90s. Come on, Max. Train fanboy, hello, how you doing? Lewis for the win. Hamilton, yeah, I've not watched it for a long time. Damon Hill and Nigel Mansell were probably still there too. They are some good drivers, though. Were you watching it when Prost and Senna had their rivalry? Because that was a good time for F1. Have you heard of the DW12 race? I haven't actually, no. Someone's talking about Control F. What does that do? Oh, Control R for the speed set. Oh, I'll just do it manually. It's all right. Ollie Bradman to just miss out on pole, even with the grid pen. What's the best route in the game? My opinion? Do you want my opinion or my honest? Do you want like my biased opinion or something else? We've got 40 people watching, so much appreciate that. That's a square on the bingo card. Knock that off for 35 people watching. So that is one of the many squares to get your bingo line. Once we get to the airport, I'll quickly recap, see what we've got. I'm kind of fed up that the 20% off for owning Glossop isn't on consoles, but I do know that it's not Dovetail's fault. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I feel like the discount should have come to the consoles. I don't know whether that's... I think that might be an issue, like a certification issue. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I do agree that it should have been reduced in price a little bit for console. But I'm sure there'll be a sale at some point soon anyway. I spotted you at Melton Mowbray Station. Has the series got something to do with that? I've never been to Melton Mowbray Station. So unfortunately that won't be me. Behrman has 8 penalty points. He's speed running that race ban. Yeah, but he could have a race ban. It still won't affect his points, will it? Preston Carlisle. What a fantastic route. What an absolutely beautiful route. Who's excited for Class 86? I know Tintin's going to raise his hand and go, Me, I'm excited. I watched your release date video, and yeah, I can tell you're excited for it. It's a bit like me when Birmingham Cross City came out. By the way, that's my favourite route. Just to say what my favourite route is Birmingham Cross City. What a route that is. Closely followed by the Scottish route. Cathcart Circle and Five Circle are also up there with my favourites. Cardiff is up there with my favourites. This is getting there, you know. This route's good. It just needs some more stuff. I was watching that back then, yeah. Yeah, good time for F1. A time of F1 where I wish I was alive to watch it, because you see it all like on the documentaries and stuff, and I would have just loved to have been there and witnessing it live. It's a racing chassis using IndyCar. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I know a bit of IndyCar. Excuse me. Love the 86. You've started him off now. Get the excitement brewing. Not long to wait. I'm not particularly excited as it's very similar to the 87. Fair, I suppose. What about the buffet car? We're getting new coaches with it. Give me the 86 now. Hook it into my veins. I haven't uploaded it on YouTube for over a month. We'll get on it. You can't grow a channel without uploading content. Got 42 people watching. Hope you're all doing absolutely splendid on this fine. Rather mild. I feel like I'm going to be a weatherman here. Rather mild Saturday night. Is Cross City worth 30 quid? Oh, it's worth every penny. It really is. Do you know what? I do say that, but now that time's passed and now that we have got stock to fill up Birmingham New Street, I do feel like a new timetable or like a timetable update or something is required for Birmingham Cross City, because how cool will Birmingham New Street look if we had like the Pendolinos and the 350s and stuff in it? I'd be so happy. I thought you were alive at the time, considering you experienced the dinosaur era. Oi, listen, I may be bald, but don't mean I'm old. Right, so main menu. That was a quick one. So we need to do a service from airport to Audley Edge, or maybe Wilmslow. Audley Edge doesn't exist. Let's do. That's a scenario. You don't want to do scenarios. Right, what can we do with a drunken sailor? I think there's a few airport runs, isn't there, with these? Airport. Oh, they don't go down the line. That's weird, isn't it? That's interesting. So why do the Llandudno services, why do they go north? That seems a bit backwards, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not a judge. What we got? We'll have to be a 3-2-3, won't it? Yeah, that'll do. We'll do that one. That works. Did you go to the F1 exhibition in London when it was there? No, I didn't. I would have loved to have gone to it though. I was gonna, for my stag do, I was gonna go to the F1 arcade in Birmingham, but I never got around to it. Tell you what, we'll do some safety systems too. It's not that one. It is. Where's my AWS gone? There it is. A little bit quiet that. Someone said to me the other day that the AWS on the 323s is a little bit quiet, and I've noticed it now. I have actually reported it to Dovetail, so I think they'll investigate, because I don't know why it's so quiet. How were you 7 minutes early? Maybe it was like, I don't know. I don't actually know. Should we try this again, peeps? If you know, you know. I need to make a short out of that. That was funny. What? Do you know what? That's actually quite cool how we've worked that. Because we were just in that, weren't we? Were we in the same service? I wonder if we're in the same service. Let me have a little look. That would have been cool. We were, you know. I think that's the same service because we got in at 8:40. I'm going to say that was the same. That is the same service that's just pulled in there. Seamless. I like it. In fact, we're going to keep going with that theme. So whenever we get into Audley Edge, we've got to wait for a connecting service. Cathcart has to be my favourite route. 380 really improves the experience. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but to be fair, even without the 380, it's a good route. You saw the Pullman earlier, nice. It's the blue one, innit? There's a mod for the for that on the train sim community. Yeah, but I mean like an official product. Scratch that. Just give me another route out of Birmingham, please. I'd be a very happy man if that were the case. Let's go. Let's go to style. Talking of the weather, I laughed at Jado earlier for wearing a jumper and trousers and it was still warm. Yeah, but if he wants to wear a jumper and trousers, that's fine. The landing no services go via Wigan. Ah, I see. How you doing, TJ? Hope you're doing well. Must be Christmas safety systems. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Christmas has come early. Joining in late again. To be fair, I was late as well, so you're only half an hour late. You could have been 48 minutes late. Could you say you were going in style? Yeah, I could overshoot in style. What happens when you get on a train and leave style? You go out of style. I'll show myself out. Read the whole sentence he said. I think I did, didn't I? It started raining whilst I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Ah, instant karma. Instant karma. If you could choose a route from Birmingham, what would it be? And why? There's two options for this. In fact, there's three options, right? My top one would be like maybe Shrewsbury, like Birmingham to Shrewsbury. That would be a fantastic route because you'd have like Pendolino running, 350 running, 323 running, all that sort of stuff between Birmingham and Wolverhampton. And then from Wolverhampton onwards, you'd have the 158s. You could have like, I don't know. I don't think the Pendolino's go that far because it's not electrified. But you'd have like your 158s. You'd have 170s, West Midland Railway 170s if that were a thing. So like they could reskin a 5-circle one, for example. Like you could have that. That would be really cool. And you'd have like a semi-express sort of thing. So it'd be a really nice route. That'd be my main option. But for that to happen, you'd need to have a Transport for Wales 158. You'd need to have a West Midlands Railway 170. But that could be like the new stock, which could be quite cool. My second option would be the Chase line. The Chase line would be like a nice little filler route, let's say. because that would use the 350s and the 323s. We've already got the stock for that. It'd just be a case of bringing it in. And I think that'd be a nice little, kind of similar to Glossop line in a way. And then my other option would be another section of the West Coast Main Line. Not too sure which way, but you know, either down to Milton Keynes or either up to, like, I don't know, Stafford or Crewe or wherever, something like that could be quite nice. But I think my main one would be Birmingham to Shrewsbury. There is no style in sight. When it's hot, people wear coats, and when it's cold, they wear shorts. Yep. Let's slow down. Let's slow down there. Maybe Dovetail could do a 7:30 add-on. Yeah, see, that would be good. That would be really good, I think, if they did a 7:30 add-on. The only issue I see with that is I think I don't know if they still have the West Midlands Railway licence, but the London North Western one was a bit of a questionable one, wasn't it? So I don't know how that would work. Here's style. Enter style, one of them things that you hop over when you try and climb a fence. They should do route hop from Piccadilly to Victoria. What would you like to see if we had another route in the Midlands or in Birmingham or whatever? What would you want to see and why? Evening, Southwestern. Hope you're doing well. Are you a postman? Postman Pat. Postman Pat. Postman Pat has a silly little cat. Wait times are interesting. Do you know what? I've actually not been down this section too often. I've only been to... Oh, hold on. I've only been to the airport, or I've only been to Audley Edge. I've not actually done this little segment. I saw this in Train Some More chat earlier, but could you give me a couple of recommendations for add-ons I should get, preferably British? What haven't you got? It'd be easier to go with that. I'd love to see my local route in Train Sim World 5. What's your local route? They never gave us a real answer as to why London North Western Railway asked Dovetail to remove their branding. I think they did. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they said that initially their licensing agreement, I think they thought they had it, but they didn't, or something like that. I can't quite remember. It was something on the lines of that. They did mention why though. When the images were leaked. There you go. Yeah, so because of the big leaks, nothing was like... Because they need to get licensing approval. I can imagine with the leaks, they lost the approval of that. Either New Street to Hereford, as a lot of the route is built, or Snow Hill to like Leamington Spa or Banbury. Do you know what? I like that one. I like your New Street to Hereford one, because I know that line as well through Worcester Foregate Street. That'd be sick. That'd be a really cool route actually, because with that you could have like your busy New Street. You obviously got Bromsgrove, which is already built essentially, and then you'd have Bromsgrove. You'd only have a couple more stations down to Hereford then, wouldn't you? So that could be a really good shout. Snow Hill to Leamington Spa, is that the Chiltern main line? I think that is, isn't it? Let me look at everything I have and then I'll come back to you. Those annoying leakers. Can't avoid it, can you? I'd expect they are using it. No, their build before the licensing were actually confirmed. They didn't approve it because it got leaked. You'd love the Hope Valley line. That's another one I'd like to see as well, the Hope Valley line. Many moons ago, I did a video about just trains and I predicted what they could do next. But yeah, Lord and behold, they did Preston Carlisle, which isn't really a bad route, is it? It's a good bit of route. What could they do next? Right, so let's say that Just Trains have locked into this 80s era. What would you want them to do next? I was watching a video, and if any of you watch Jeff Marshall, you'll know where I'm going to go with this. But I think the Settle Carlisle line set in the 80s would be absolutely fantastic if Just Trains did it. What a fantastic route that would be. I think it would need the class 144 though, wouldn't it, or something like that. I think that could be a good shout. Aston to Rugeley Trent Valley. Yeah, that's the chase line. I'm back. Have you checked the bingo card? Do you know what? We've been waiting here at Style long enough. I should have checked it, shouldn't I? We'll do it now very quickly. So, bingo. 40 likes. Not quite yet. Not quite. 23 though. Funky NPC. No, none of them yet. Shan laughs while she's downstairs. You won't hear her. Train delay though. We were 7 minutes early. I've just bit my tongue. Train delay no. Spad no. Toilet break no. Emergency brakes no. 4.22k. Not quite. Mic punch not yet. Overshoot not yet. 35 viewers. Yep, you can knock that off. Safety system fail. Nope. Mod appears. Yep, you can knock that off. Oxen no home. Nope. 5 new members. I've not actually checked that. And speeding. Yes, we've done a lot of speeding. So you can knock around about 2 of them off. Let's have a little look. Have we got anyone new? We have got Tesco Bag for Life, who has just joined. There you go. So we've got 1 new member. So we need 4 new members to the Discord server, and then that job's a good one. I've just bit my tongue though, so maybe that should be a thing on the bingo card. Aberdeen to Inverness, that could be a good one. Just Train should do the Isle of Man railway. That was about a year ago. Let's be honest, I have a feeling it's only 80 routes JT will create. Yeah, but it works, doesn't it? Settle to Carlisle, yeah, that'd be sick. All we need is to introduce new regions, no more of the same continuous areas. How you doing, James Burns? Lazy Podcast. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. I'm guessing you do a podcast. Just Trains, oh yeah, I've read that one. Aberdeen to Inverness, Penistone line. That'd be funny. I don't think they'd be able to do that because of certification. That's me being silly. Maybe East Coast Main Line with a Deltic. I have Bakerloo, Blackpool, London Commuter, Cathcart, East Coast Main Line, East Coastway, Fife, Glossop, Great Western Express, Suffragette, Midland Main Line, Northern Transpennine. I don't know what SCRE is, South Eastern High Speed, West Coast Main Line. You basically have everything by the looks of things. I need to slow down. Slow down. I'm too busy distracted by UK tag there. So I'm trying to see what haven't you got. You need some more American stuff in there, I think. I think maybe Long Island Railroad Commuter could be a good one for you. I think you'd enjoy that. What else? What else is there? Tees Valley. Have you ever picked up? Have you ever played Tees Valley? That's a good one. Obviously, this route. If you've not got that. I'm trying to see what else. Can't think of much else that you haven't got. On the forum, someone said that they emailed JT and apparently their next project will use the 86 or the 87. So obviously then it must be set in the 80s then. But then again, yeah, but you say that, right? It could be set in the 80s. However, look at this route. This route's got an 87 on it. Could be a modern day thing with an 87 rail tour. Now you can get your tinfoil hat on. You'd love the Tarka line because it's a nature line that goes from a city to a town and it's an hour long. Whereabouts in the world is that? Never heard of that before. Oh, I can hear a Shan. Newcastle to York. The thing is, Newcastle to York, I feel like would just be East Coast Mainline East Coast Mainline Peterborough to Doncaster again. I feel like if we got the East Coast Mainline, it'd need to be like a busier segment of it. So like south, for example. England is playing in the Women's Euros. I need to figure out when my teams are playing. I've got a sweepstake going at work. Northern Ireland, that could be a good one. Glasgow to Newcastle, that'd be a long route. Bluebell Railway, you need Tornado. Tarka line is, hold on. Tarka line is Devon, which is also would be new. Should just make a Train World UK version and vice versa for other regions. ScotRail Express, yeah, got ya. Train World 5 doesn't even let me write class. Doesn't let me write class, let alone Penistone. Harlem line's a good one, yep. It was speeding, it's alright though. You probably have answered this 10,000 times, but is this route worth picking up? I also get the loyalty discount. Yeah, definitely. If you've got all the layered stuff, it makes it even more worth it. So yeah, for 20 quid you can't go wrong. At the minute, this is one of my favourites. Now this is just to show how, right, this just puts into perspective how much I enjoy this route. Basically, like, so with me like not having much time to play Train Sim World out of streaming, recording or work, when I do come to sit down and play the game, I sometimes struggle what route to pick up and whatever. But this route I will happily jump into and play, like in my free time. And there is like the last route that made me do that was Cardiff, and then I think before that was Preston Carlisle. Before that was like West Coast Mainline South. So with this route, like I will actively go out and play it more often than others. So that's how much I enjoy it. You're looking at Mildmay or CCN. Oh, Cardiff. Yeah, 100% Cardiff. Get that one. Dalmuir to Mullingar. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, that would be a good one, because that's in TSC, and I like that route in TSC. Japanese route would be interesting. Well, funnily enough, there is actually one in development from a third party. Tees Valley is the best route in the game by an absolute mile. Yeah, I agree. It needs a remaster. I think if any route had a remaster, I would vote for Tees Valley. Especially this year, because that's quite significant with the 200 years of railway. It's in Devon. They're probably meant as the main selling point of the route, but never say never. How you doing, Sam? Hope you're doing well. King's Cross to Edinburgh would be very long. Tees Valley would be good for an upgrade. Yeah, there you go. Just took the words out of my mouth, although you probably commented it. What else we got? We need RHDR. What's RHDR? I wouldn't want Tornado in Train Sim World 5. We don't need natural disasters. You crafty sod. Riviera Line. That would be a good one. St Pancras to Paris. Goodness gracious me. Toronto to Vancouver. King Class. What else? Would be good to get Midland Main Line Sheffield to Leicester. Only around an hour long. But there is other routes. I think, do you know what? Hold on, let me get my words out. What would be a really good route would be if like Skyhook did a Midland Main Line 2.0 or something like that. Essentially doing like maybe Derby to Sheffield and what's the station called? Is it Matlock? So it would be like another part of the Midland Main Line, but could go two separate ways, so very similar. Or maybe Nottingham to Lincoln, that could be quite nice. I'm a little bit closer to the Chase line. Another London Underground route would be interesting. We need tank engines. We've got one, Thomas. I don't find Preston Carlisle just to be something to lump onto based off how long the services are. Yeah, Preston Carlisle is, for me, the most things I've played on Preston Carlisle are the Pacer services. Wonder if we'll get more info on the Mildmay Richmond extension on Tuesday. Let's see what happens. Northern Transpennine needs a new timetable. I would love for a modern version of Northern Transpennine. I think that'd be brilliant. Tees Valley. These short suburban city routes are my favourite. Oh, you'll love this one then. If you like your Cardiff City network, your South Eastern High Speed, your Birmingham Cross Cities, that sort of thing, you'll absolutely love this one. What are you hoping to see in the new roadmap next week? Hopefully some more info on the remaster for GWR. Could be quite cool. That's been a little while now, isn't it? I think everything that they announced for Train Sim World 5 has pretty much come out. I think that's the only thing that's like outstanding now. So that one, Trying to think what else. All Aboard Studios' route, I want that to be announced. That's the sort of thing. Those are sorts of things I want. I don't think anything new will get announced. Rightio, let me... I want to see what time the next service is back the other way. Let's have a look. That's a bit dim, that, isn't it? 9:37. Right, well, we can do that then. Ah, panic! Panic! Right, try that again. Unpopular opinion on Tees Valley. They shouldn't update it with an extension or remaster as it would ruin its performance. It's the only one I can play smoothly. I think if we got a Tees Valley update, I would love to see it go up to Bishop Auckland, and I know that Casual would as well. What am I doing? 9:37. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm being a sausage here. I will get back to the chat in just a second. I'm a little bit behind on it. Oh, that's back default. I don't want to do that. I want to go back along the line. Do we do 323 again, or can we do something else? I'm trying to think. I tell you what, to keep it consistent, is there anything what else goes toward the edge? I don't think there is much else that goes toward the edge. I think it's just 323s. What we can do then is we can do a 323 one stop from Audley Edge. We'll go one stop to Wilmslow and then we'll hop into Pendolino. There are versions with plain blue. I didn't mean the dynamic lines. How you doing, Joe? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. The Tyne and Wear set in the 80s. There's a Tees Valley upgrade on Train Sim Community site. The Legacy Route Vegetation upgrade is good for it too. Maybe Nottingham to Derby to Sheffield and Matlock. Good evening, Pete. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to very quickly catch up the chat whilst we've got 10 seconds. Do you think we'll get Train Sim World 6 this roadmap? Probably not. HST pack and GWE remaster. Do you think there'll be a Train Sim World 6? I don't want there to be. I would prefer, if they're going to stick with the numbering, I want there to be a 26. As in like 2026, 2027, that sort of thing. I think that would be absolutely incredible if they did that. Because it'd make it a bit more modern, let's say. What the Transport for Wales train's doing in Manchester, they're doing actual services. So there is a few services that do Cardiff to Manchester Piccadilly, and that's what they're representing. I believe now they're done with the 197s, I think, something like that. Ah, we've driven it for a little. I can reassure you, I've driven that for a lot longer on the PlayStation mainly. All the UK in one route. Do you want your PlayStation to explode? Because it will. Bishop Auckland mentioned I can get on a G&E bus to Durham. Audley Edge is only served by Northern. Ah, I see. Is there a part of the Train Sim World website that you can put in recommendations? There is on the forums, yes. There's a whole segment for recommendations and suggestions. In fact, if you go onto the forums, you may see a few of my suggestions from a little while ago. I think I made one or two. I don't know why Dovetail didn't go to Bishop Auckland in the first place. I think it's for the era. I believe it was a freight only when it back in the day or something like that. I don't know. Does seem weird that they didn't go to Bishop Auckland though. I'm doing very well, thank you, Joe. Very well. Better now that it's not as hot. It was absolutely roasting last week. I couldn't even breathe. Monday was far too hot. I was in an all black suit on Monday and oh my goodness gracious, it was unbearable. You've got man flu. Oh no, man flu's the worst. I'm glad that this chat is predominantly male because we can all agree man flu is worse than any illness ever. Wales is conquering Manchester. Oh aye. Cardiff to Swansea is the 197. Train Sim World 100,000. I'll be mere a bit of dust then. I think that's that 323 we were just in, wasn't it? Right, we'll stop there. And we'll jump into a Pendolino now. So, what time? 9:15. I mean, really, we should go off that one, but it's alright. 9:15. Let's have a look at what Pendolinis we've got. A Eurostar route. Ugh, God, no. Train Sim World 2026 would be such a better way to keep the franchise alive and refreshed. Yeah, it would. I personally feel like it'd look better. If they're going to commit to doing an annual thing, which they've done for the whole kind of franchise. Hold on, let me get this out. For the entirety of the franchise, they've always done a summer release of some kind. So I think at this rate, to kind of fit in, you got your Bus Sim 21, you've got your FIFA 25, your F1 25, all them different games. I feel like it would fit in. And I think it'd be better than iteration numbers. It'd be like annual editions, and that worked with Train Sim Classic. So I don't know why they don't do it for this. If I had my way, I'd say do that. But what we're going to do, a Pendolino at 1:15. No, that works. That's from Stockport. 9:26. That works. Are you going to Rail 200 in Derby? I am indeed. I'm going on the Sunday. Do you enjoy Train Sim World 5? Oh, I certainly do. I love it. Transport for Wales with the 2-car DMUs on a long mainline journey. Yes, they do that in real life. Trying to get to the thingies. In that one, so it's one of these here. In Vigilance is that one. Might be. I don't know. Not touching DSD. There it is. Go. I feel like we need a North Wales coastline, but sadly it'd be 197s and not the 175. Do you know what? A 175 would be a good shout though. Because what they could do, right, let's say that North Wales coastline were like the next core route or whatever. Let's say you'd need to have, to think of it, you'd need to have like a standard edition loco, and you'd also need to have a deluxe edition, because that's how they've done it for the last few years. And my choice would be something on the lines of like the 175 on North Wales coastline, and then as a deluxe edition thing, you'd get the Avanti West Coast 221. I think that'd work really nicely. That's what I'd want anyway. Are you doing Glossop after this? Yes. So the plan is, so far, we were doing... Let me get the map up. So the plan so far was to do, and we've done it, do Piccadilly down to the airport, change ends, airport toward Liège, Ord Liège up this way towards Manchester Piccadilly, change route, Piccadilly to Glossop, do all the things around there and back up to here. See what we're like for time and then do some random bits and bobs. See how many people are here. If there's around about 40 to 50 people, once we've done Glossop, we'll keep going. If everyone's gone to bed, then I'm going to bed. They should do the same thing as Flight Sim every 2 to 3 years. We need a new Bus Sim. There is a new Bus Sim. Bus Sim, I think it's Bus Bound or something like that, isn't it? Train Sim World 6 idea for the UK route, Brighton Mainline remaster for the German route. East Coast Way extension or for the US route, chuck in the West Coast Way. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you know what? I feel like that would actually be quite popular. Somewhat popular anyway. I think there'd be a bit of an outroar if there was another remaster of some kind, wouldn't there? LaserJet and the Real Machine Guy is going to Railway 200. Hello.
You know that TikTok lady that goes, oh, you like this little cologne?
Yeah.
TikTokers, I went in, I said hello, blocked. Then Keish went in, said hello, I love your music in the background, blocked.
How Hold on. Hold on, I'll be right back, peeps. I'll be right back. Whoa, what a conundrum. Right, let me get back into that. For context, there's this person that Shan and her mate watch on TikTok, and they've blocked him. I don't know why. Oh, funny. Where were we? We were... Yeah, LaserJet, and yeah, that'd be cool. If anyone else is there, feel free to say hello to me. I'm excited to meet Matt and co, because they're going as well, aren't they? Add an extension to Brighton mainline with a Horsham branch to 3 bridges. Extend East Coast Way to Hastings and join it with London Commuter. I think Dovetail should offer a discount for upcoming Train Sim World games if you own previous games. Well, TJ, hate to break it to you, but they did have for around about 6 months, they had a free starter pack for Train Sim World 5. So if they and that worked nicely. So they did actually do that. Or does that suggestion from Mr. Ace not surprise me? No, it doesn't surprise me at all. And probably also want the 377-124, whatever different variants there is of it. I know what Mr. Ace will want. He'll want a permanent hoodless feature. And if you've done more than 1,000 miles in any Train Sim World route, you have to drive with the hood off. You shall not move. We need more paces. Oh yes. No one wants more Electro Stars than Joe. My only dislike for that is I hate 377 physics. I agree with that. Maybe there could be a separate pack as well for the Transport for Wales 158 for the Birmingham services. Yeah, they could. You know, Skyhook could make a little DLC for that as well. Might as well. I think at this rate, I think it'd be really good for Skyhook to do a 158 pack, maybe like a Northern one, Transport for Wales one. We've got all the different operators now. I feel like they should just do it as like a big bundle. So aggressive for some reason. For Train Sim World 6, German route, entire Berlin S-Bahn network, UK route to Glasgow, subway, the US route, maybe North. What's that? New Jersey Transit, Long Island Railroad, Metro North Railroad network. That could be quite cool. Getting all of them combined, that'd be sick. Train Sim World Britain. Yeah, of course. Train Sim World UK. It's still on Train Sim World 3. You know what would be crazy? What if we had SCR in Train Sim World? Fictional routes I don't think are it, to be honest. I don't really like Holiday Express. Not a fan. Yeah, the free starter pack. Yeah, the free starter pack was a thing. I think that was a thing for even new Train Sim World players. Hoodless and safety systems should be enabled by default for experienced players. We need A4s in the game. Well, there's manuals, they're PDFs. That's a really crap joke about paper. How you doing, Mikey? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Train Sim World isn't really made for hoodless. You can't view your timetable. That'd be a good little thing, wouldn't it? To have like a paper timetable. Any updates to the 158 timetable on the 5 Circle line? Not as of yet. I think they're still working on it. I think they're working on it in the background because they've got the cargo line volume 5 to work on. We need more physical media for the games. I don't know. I don't know. Physical media is difficult because it's like you can't discount that, can you? Train Sim World 7 when? Entire German network. The Isle of Wight Steam Railway. And the US route is an Australian route. I'll never forget my reaction to when Train Sim World 4 was announced. Feels so long ago. Do you lot remember the 24-hour live stream? Was that for Train Sim World 3? I think it was, wasn't it? And it was the training centre, and everyone was like, what's this? Oh, look at my lights. Ignore that. I remember, right, so this is going to be a bit of a throwback. I remember when I was working at Sainsbury's, and that 24-hour live stream was on, and I remember I was working a night shift. I say a night shift. I was working like a late night shift. And I remember keep checking in, and I was reading the comments, and everyone was like, oh, this sounds like this, and that sounds like that. And then, like, right at the end, was it the ICE, was it the one that came in? Hope there's another free starter pack for the next one. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I think it would be nice. Spawn down Flying Scotsman. No. You watched the entire last 7 hours of it. Next train for me is next Thursday. You're going to the beach. I think Australia could be a new, could be a good new country for Train Sim World. Yeah, or maybe, I know it's not new, but maybe look another Canadian route. You don't remember that? Ah, we're going way back now. You mean Sainsbury's according to this route? I prefer to pay full for physical media. I don't really like doing digital. Could you imagine how difficult it would be though to make every single DLC a physical copy? That would be like so, like it'd be almost impossible and also very expensive. I think I need to put it into neutral, don't I? You put it into neutral to stop that happening. Right, whilst we're here, we'll do a quick little check on the bingo. Let's have a look at bingo. So, 40 likes. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. 25 though, we're not far off. Funky NPC, none of them just yet. Shan laughs. I have heard a laugh, but I don't know if you lot have heard. Train delay. No, we've been early. Spad, no. Toilet break, not yet. Emergency breaks, I don't think we've done that. 4.22, I don't think so either. Oh, we have had a couple of new subscribers. We're close. We're close. We're about 3 subscribers away. Mike Punch, not quite. Overshoot, not yet. No, not yet. 35 viewers. We're smashing that in a minute. Safety system fail? Nope. Mod appears? Yep. Oxanoam, not quite. 5 new members in the Discord server. Let's have a look. Nope. Just the 2 so far, which is more than enough. And speeding, plenty of it. So you can knock off 1, 2. You can knock 2 off, I think. 3 of them off, even. There you go. Lovely. Only thing that amazes me, so many people said that releasing Train Sim World 5 was a cash grab. Now some folks are asking for Train Sim World 6. People were saying... people were saying that Train Sim World 5 was a cash grab and it was free. Oh, some people are stupid. I saw, do you know what? I did actually see someone comment on a video about the HSP 46 pack and they said that was a cash grab. And I was like, hold on a minute, it was free. How can something be a cash grab if it's free? Hey, explain that logic to me. Oh, we're still in neutral, aren't we? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second. Crash the train, not today. Poland. Deluxe edition could have the Croxley branch. I have no idea where that is. I'm guessing that is something to do with Electrostars. I'm hoping next week's roadmap goes into detail about the Great Western Express remaster. As well as teasing the next unannounced UK route. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I think it'd be nice. There you go. There's the Transport for Wales stuff. This is a nice viaduct here. Someone commented on my TikTok saying that this looked like a concrete slab, and I was like, eh? Are you looking at the same thing as me? Because this looks nice. This looks really nice. I don't understand the whole point of this crown thing. No, neither do I. Cost 400 quid. Well, technically speaking, if you add all the DLC together, then yeah, it will. My favourite comment on some TikToks I do. So I've started doing these like my first thoughts videos, which do really well. And I did one on TikTok, and half the comments are, "Is it free?" And I say no, it costs money. And then they kick off saying, "Oh, why does it cost money?" Stuff costs money. It costs money to make it. It's going to cost money to buy the frigging thing. It's like, oh, do you go into a shop and buy a pack of ham and say, "Oh, do you know what? Is this free?" No, it costs something because it costs to make it and store it and everything. Ah, some people. Is this house that, you know, my landlord pays for all the maintenance and whatever? Is that free? Is this car that runs on some magical liquid that helps it do combustion things? Is that free? No. No, it's not free. Stuff costs money. If everything were free, things wouldn't exist. We should go back to trading cows for strawberries for wheat. Lego is more money hungry than Dovetail. Ah, don't get me started. You know what? Lego things upset me so much. Shan bought, I can't remember what it was now. She bought the Lego cat, the tuxedo cat. 100 quid it cost. No, she didn't buy it actually. No, I tell a lie. My a mate of ours bought it for her. What did she buy? The Simba. She bought the Simba, and it was like 100 quid, and it takes like an hour to build. And it's like, what? When I was a kid, you could go for a tenner. Right, it's going to make me sound old. When I was a kid, you could go to a shop, you could pay a tenner. You'd get a massive box, like 1600 pieces of Lego, and you can build loads of different things. No, I don't think it'll be announced. I don't think... I think it's just going to be whatever's on the roadmap is going to be sort of like go into more detail. Don't think it helps that I have an old account which is using my my mum's email. The real problem with the HSP 46 pack is that Dovetail didn't clarify that you can get the pack for free if you own the MBTA route already. They did. They to be fair, if I'm honest, they did, and it's the first thing they put in the announcement article, saying that as a note you will be able to get this. In fact, I can prove it to you. Where's my phone? Where's my phone gone? I don't even. Where is my phone gone? Why is the rum gone? I think Alex. I mentioned to Alex about the AWS on the 323, so hoping we get a patch for that. Yeah, me and Paul mentioned it as well. So we are feeding that back. Don't you worry. No, everything should be free. Every DLC on sale is 1.2k. Sometimes I wish money wasn't invented. It's a bit deep, isn't it? Can I buy a planet and sell it on? Yeah, welcome back from your shower. You're having a rant? No, it's just more taking the mick, to be honest. What's your favourite Steam loco? It's got to be Scotsman, isn't it? I love a bit of Scotsman. To be fair, if people want money, they should have just bought Brawn GP for £1. Yeah, exactly. Imagine how much money you'd be making now. How you doing, Key? Hope you're doing well. Trading strawberries for wheat is still done in Sussex. Oh, yeah. Are you still using coal power? EA has entered the chat. Remember last time on the roadmap around this time they put a bunch of unannounced routes. Was that July? Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was right, wasn't it? I wish you could have. I wish you could have a $4.99 discount for a Boston Worcester if you own the gameplay pack. Yeah, but that defeats the purpose because then you're spending a £5 to buy the HSP 46 gameplay pack. That £5 then you'd. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I mean, in fact, on Steam, it's half price at the minute. Is Boston Worcester. So if you were to buy that, you'd get the HSP pack as well for free. So for 15 quid, you're getting 2 DLC for 15 quid. Your science baffles me there. Lego, it's expensive. It is. Meant as in when it was first announced back in the roadmap. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, to be fair, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll stand corrected. Can you buy real trains without a license? I would not be in any position to neither confirm or deny that. How much do you spend on public transport per month? Okay, so to commute into Leeds, into the Penguin Factory, my ticket costs £30 a week, and that gives me unlimited travel on both the buses and the trains. So over 4 weeks, that's 120 quid. Some weeks, though, I don't buy it because I'm either off for a couple of days, or I've got a long weekend, or I'm working from home, or whatever. So some days I don't buy it. So I'm gonna say around about £100 a month, which is expensive. But that's on average. That's if I'm not going anywhere on the trains. I am going to London in August, so me and Shan are going, so we spent a bit of money on that. Doing a 350 service down to Manchester Airport will be the last time I will be able to play Mac for 11 nights. Yeah, but you're going to be abroad. We still use potato power. Does the walkie-talkie thing work in the cabin? I would say no, because it has no purpose. There's no one you talk to. Then again, though, if you have Boston Providence, you can use the walkie-talkie in a scenario, which I think is quite cool. Sims 4 is an utter rip-off. I hated it when they made it free since I bought it back in 2019. So my disc is useless. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to return to free roam because I'm going to go and get my phone, which I have conveniently left downstairs. And then I'm going to quickly pop to the toilet so you can knock that off your bingo cards. And then we're going to go into Glossop line and do some driving there. I'm going to do a little turnaround, so about another hour on that, I think. Does that sound like a plan? I think so. Look at you staring at the door. You can't get on this door here, sir. You'll have to keep going. Look, he's very angry at the Pendolino. He's a very angry man. It's okay. The train will go somewhere. It may be delayed, but it will go somewhere. He's so upset. Do you need a coffee? Oh, he don't like me, does he? He's just giving me the evils where I'm going. He's upset me. I'll let you look at the Pendolino. We'll look angrily at it. Right. I will return in around about 2 minutes. Won't be long.
May I have your attention, please? Closed circuit television and remote video monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and security.
Hello, I'm back. I see you, Gaming Junction. I haven't been on the toilet for a day. I just had to go. Right, I'll explain what happened. Not what happened on the toilet, obviously. Sean asked me to go and get some ice cubes from downstairs, and for some reason, when you put ice cubes in the freezer, they all freeze together. So I've just had to chisel for some ice. I felt like I've just been mining in the Antarctic. Anyway, right. Let me load up Glossop. Do Glossop. Oh, what time was it? 9:51. Right, okay. 10:01. We'll do that one. That works for me. Keep it going with the theme. I'm back. Don't worry. I'm back. It's okay. It's alright. I've made it. I've made it. Right, let's do all that. Let's do that. Unlock that. And let's do that. Cool. Right, we've got 2 minutes to wait here. I can... It's noticeably different here, isn't it, at Piccadilly now. Let me get back to the chat. I am back here, aren't I? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me all good. Right. Let me get back to the chat. Where was I at? Yeah, the 87 horn was awesome. I heard that as I was going downstairs. My ticket is €58 a month. Yeah, it's expensive. UK trains are ridiculous. Hello, Catherine. Hope you're doing well. Can you drive to Altrincham? However you say that. No, you can't, John. What's everyone's bets on the unannounced UK route? I couldn't even begin to guess. His face looks like the Dark Destroyer. UK rail tickets are very much affordable with rail cards. That's true. Cost me £50 to get just travel an hour to London and back. How you doing, Casual? Hope you're doing well. If you're on the tube, get an oyster, as otherwise you're dead. If you don't tap in or out with the same card, you will be charged the max possible. The UK railway prices are insane. Sorry I'm late. You're always late. It's alright, Casual. I'll let you off. What do we do when we finish the bingo? If you've got a bingo, scream it, and then you win the bingo line. Most of Pendolino services are 9 carriages. Which trains are faster? Blackpool North, Northern or Avanti? Be Avanti, wouldn't it? The most common journey possible by any rail going by bus is 50% less, but it takes about 10 hours more. There's a B there as well. We should collect it, but we're not gonna. Trivia quiz: do you know all trains, if they cross the viaduct at Stockport, must stop at Edgeley? It's an old law. At Edgeley, where's Edgeley? Train prices are the reason more bus fans are. A reason more bus fans for now still like trains, but they can get to but the Tyne-and-Wear Metro South Shields Ferry is only £3. This guy might be on the toilet for a day. Who's getting a Class 86-2? Me, I will be. Sunday timetable has 6 coaches, 323s. I didn't even notice that. We'll have to have a little look at that. Remind me. That'll be good to check out. It's a pity I am on holiday in August. Would have been great to meet you and Mr. Ace. Oh yeah, that would have been cool. Where are you going on holiday in August? Anywhere nice? Somewhere sunny? You're off to Skegness in 4 weeks with my family. 7 people. We have a rail card. Going to be expensive. This is from Durham. Skegness. What a beautiful place. I love Skegness. Have you changed the rules of the bingo since I picked it or not? As I might play for once. No, it's not. The rules haven't changed. The numbers, the squares have changed though. He's back from the Ice Age. No, multiplayer shouldn't be a thing. I don't think it'll ever be a thing. Glad you're going on holiday. It'll be a nice difference from the UK. You're getting a rail card for next summer. I'm almost at the age where I can't get a rail card anymore, which is upsetting. My PC will be reaching new heights if they add multiplayer. You're going to drive an ICET from Hamburg to Celle? Is that how you say that? Or Kell? Rail cards are only good if you're under 30 or travelling in groups. Richie, what ICE variant that we don't have in Train Sim World would you like to see? Do you remember last year I made that suggestion? I can't remember what the route was called. I think it was like the Phil Style Barn or something. Is it the ICE 4? Is it the 4? Oh gosh, what was it now? It's the one with the like really. They've all got sloped fronts. This is going to be very generic. It's the one with. You'll know which one I'm on about. Scunthorpe. It's beautiful. Love Scunthorpe. I'm actually going to be going to Scunthorpe soon. Why no multiplayer? It'd be like Roblox. I was hoping to try a Seaside as open top bus operated by Stagecoach. You're going to Hunstanton across the water. London King's Cross to Aberdeen. Oh, what a journey. Must be an ICE 4. Yeah, I think it was. Get a 2 together for you and your missus. Would that be like... So at the minute we both qualify. Well, I qualify just about for an 1625, and Shan qualifies for a 2630. At least for a couple more years now. So how does it work? Like you get the discount per person? Stockport Edgeley. Virgin Trains tried to bypass it to save time 10 years ago. It's going to have to be done in private lobbies. I just don't see how it would work. I really don't. It'd be good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't know how it would work. Oh, I forget if you move the mouse it does that. You'll have to travel together and it's a third off. So like it'd essentially work like two rail cards. So it'd still equal 30%, 30% off. You'll be 20 in 2027. That hurts, because I'll be 27 in 27. 27 in 2027. Shall I be 30 in 2027? Catch you later, Fierce. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. You're not playing in the bingo then. Anyone can get the 26 to 30 year old card even if you aren't within the age bracket. Really? How does that work? You coming to England in 2026. What part of England are you visiting? You're hoping to be a bus driver by then, or at least training to be one. Well, all the best to you. You'll be 18 in 2027. Have you ever been on a Steam Rail tour? Technically speaking, yeah. We did a day out on the Severn Valley. I've done a day out on the GCR. Have you and Shan finally got married? Just as I was about to jump off, you reminded me of this. No, not yet. Soon, but not yet. Trust me, once it's happened, you'll hear about it. If you're in education or over 16 hours a week. Of over 16 hours a week. Ah! I never knew that. Do you like the ICE one? It looks nice. I like it. I'd probably say my favourite is the ICE T. Marriage has been binned off. We've spent way too much money for it to be binned off now. Oh! That was almost a funky NPC then. You can knock off funky NPC for the guy that was staring at the Pendolino. What an ICE 2? Isn't that basically an ICE 1 but with differences? Doesn't really narrow it down, does it? You were 12 in 2027. That means you're 10. You shouldn't be allowed on YouTube if you're on 10. Oh, to be 10 years old again. What was I doing at the age of 10? I was probably watching SpongeBob or something. You'll be 24 in 2027. Ah, to be 24 again. Dear me. Yeah, a few differences, just a couple. You go to Hemel Hempstead. That's a really specific place to go in the UK. Hemel Hempstead. I was playing Black Ops 2 and GTA. Yeah. I'm probably doing the same. In fact, I remember vividly in 2010, I got told off because it was the South African World Cup. Was it South African World Cup? I think it was. And England were playing. We lost to someone. And I went upstairs saying, "We've just lost the match." Not remembering that my 2-year-old cousin at the time, or 1-year-old cousin, or however old he was just been put to bed. And I woke him up by screaming the house down, so I got told off. That's what happened when I was 10. He'll be 18 in 2027. Go on, Jason. How old are you going to be in 2027? So, Joe, you're 3 years younger than me. That's right, isn't it? Shorter units and also a control car. Main differences. ICEs are going to be running until at least 2030. Your granny will be 90 in 2027. Why have we picked specifically 2027? Where has this come from? Have you noticed that JT also dropped a manual? Yes, I saw that for the Class 86. The ICE 2 is basically imagine a 91 but combined with an ICE 1. Ooh, okay. It'll be 38. I'll have to get you a walking stick. Walking stick and a hearing aid. Be 19 in 27. Yeah, you're born in 03. Yeah, so you'll be... I think my cousin was born in 03, I think. He's just turned... No, he'll be turning 22 later this year. I think. Something like that, anyway. Has your back started hurting? That's the all-important question. GTA 5, you can't buy this game. GTA 6, casual card. GTA 7, have you got your pension discount card? One thing me and British Ace have in common are 03 babies. Ah, nice. Apparently ICE ones are meant to be running till at least 2036. Yeah, why not if they're gonna last? Pete. Oh dear. Yeah, you should get married. If you're going to get married, my advice would be put aside a lot of money, book yourself a trip to Turkey because it'll make you go bald. What else? Yeah, just and be prepared to fall out with your family because yeah, my family have been absolutely useless leading up to my wedding. You'll be 23 in 2027. Turning 17 this year in September. What we'll do is once we get to Glossop, we'll in fact soon we'll have a little check of the bingo. Is anyone closer to a bingo yet? Live stream it for us. I think Sham would absolutely... She'd walk out. She wouldn't even say I do if I was to live stream it. Be like a royal wedding, wouldn't it? It's exciting. It's not far. It's not far away. It's actually scary to close, to be honest. I had a college taste today. I enjoyed it. I got the same timetable as my friend, and I'm doing Monday to Friday with Wednesday off. And I will be doing GCSE English and Maths. Ah, college. I didn't do. Well, I kind of did do college. I did a hybrid. I did sixth form, but I had to do media studies in college because my I started doing media studies at sixth form, and then my sixth form teacher. He started having a breakdown. Also, I'm going to have a breakdown for unlocking the doors there. Yeah, he had a breakdown and stopped teaching, so we had to be transferred across to a nearby college. The ICE ones will reach an age of at least 45 years. Oh, that's pretty decent, though, to be fair. Check your DMs. I'll certainly check my DMs. I think I've seen some things come through. Hold on. Discord doesn't like to send me notifications when I'm streaming. Oh, okay. I see. According to my sources, there is a bingo that has been won. I will need to check it at the next station, at the next endpoint now. Just need to wait 8 years for the big 30. Oh God, it's 5 years for me. Mallard's 126 mile an hour run is at its 87th anniversary. Like very weird anniversary that. Oh dear. Uh-oh. This could be your first one. Oh, what's that, peeps? That's an overshoot. You can knock that off your bingo cards. I feel like the landscape and trees in Manchester Commuter are more green. I don't know how you could possibly get more green, to be honest. It might be the time of year I've run it. It might be time of day. Oh, I don't know. I'm doing hospitality and catering in college. Oh, nice. My cousin did that. He did catering. He's now unemployed. Take that how you will. Anyway. Oh dear. Right, overshoot. Yeah, I know. You heard Shan laughing. Oh, there you go. 2036 is the earliest that they will start retiring them. 2036. Do them numbers not scare people? Like, idea like when it like the other day on the 2nd of July, that 2050 is now closer than 2000. That upsets me. Could be the lighting. Could be. But have you got a bingo? Have you, Shino? Are you? Well, you need to be in the Discord server if you've got the bingo. But considering you've just admitted that you're 10, you shouldn't be in the Discord server. So you can have an honourable win. Oh God, Lee. Been mugged off by my scenario on TSC. What's your bingo? Hit me with it, Shino. It said I was speeding when I was under 4 kilometres under the speed limit. Ah, oh, another one. Dear me. 2 in a row. Dear, dear, dear. Dear, dear, dear. Have you noticed I don't overshoot on the runs with less stations on it? I don't know what that says about me. With 29 in 36. That hurts my brain to think about. I spent my last week looking after send kids for their secondary school transition week, and they're leaving in 2030. It makes me feel old. They're leaving school in 2030. As in, like, when you say leaving school, as in leaving like primary school or secondary school. We now live within Nuketown 2025. Yes, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's one that makes me feel really weird. What makes me weird? What makes me feel weird is that we're now 10 years on from when Back to the Future went into the future. That hurts my feelings a lot. It's 5 AM here in Japan. You're in Japan. The route I'm driving on TSC at the minute is the route where the worst train accident in Germany ever happened. When I start college, I will probably get a lot of homework. See, they'll finish their GCSEs. Mummy neck. That'll be... Do you know when I finished my GCSEs? 2016. Almost 10 years ago. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the evening. Shall I just go with it? We'll have a little check when we get to... We'll check somewhere. We're a bit late. Broad bottom. We'll check at Glossop, because we'll have a bit of turnaround time there, surely, if we're not late. Because Shiner might have something else. College is chill with homework. Yeah. Sixth form and college was the same for me as well, to be fair. I'm not counting that as an overshoot because it's still in the platform. Albeit, it might be an Ox and O home. That's alright. It's still in the platform, they can get through there. That's fine. Good thing is I have 2 years to do my GCSEs. Focus, revise. Revise, and also pay attention to what you're doing. Do you know what my biggest piece of advice for anyone going through their secondary schooling, right, or college? Cherish it. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but honestly, cherish it. Because when I was growing up and when I was going through secondary school, all the people that were like 25, 30, whatever, they were saying, cherish it because they'll be the best years of your life. You'll have the most friends you'll ever have. You'll have the most free time you'll ever have. You'll have the most, like, you'll feel great. And although it'll be stressful with exams, you'll still feel good. You'll still feel young and all that sort of stuff. And I have to agree. I really do. So yeah, just cherish these years, because you'll get 10 years on, look back and think, blooming heck, where are all them years gone? And that's coming from a 25-year-old. I dread to think how certain people like, you know, the elderly like Jason feel. I'm kidding. 2016 makes me old, since that's when the Volvo Olympian withdrew from GNE service. Yeah, what was your bingo? If not, we'll have to go to the next person. Do revision, I had to redo my maths. Don't worry, I redid my English 3 times. It was English literature, I had to do that twice. And then I had to do English twice. English language twice. I blame the fact that I was learning Welsh at the same time. No, it's hard to learn 2 different languages at the same time. Oh, at least you've got hair. Yeah, well, I've got hair, it's just on the sides. I might be a bit thin on top, but it's alright. 12-hour gaming sessions on weekends off school. Ah, the days. The last time I was able to play games like continuously for hours was during COVID. I used to play City Skylines. Like, I used to do all-nighters. Wow, I couldn't do that anymore. During uni, like when I was 20, it was COVID, and I remember playing City Skylines for like 5 days straight, and I would play it from like 9 o'clock in the evening through to like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd have a quick kip at 7, I'd go to bed at 7 in the morning, I'd wake up at 12, I'd have a bit of food, and then I'd do the same again. What a time to be alive that was. Now I get to 10 o'clock and I start feeling tired. I went to the cinemas last night. I went to go watch the F1 film, which is good if you've not seen it. And the film finished. It started at 7:30, so you take all the adverts into consideration. We didn't finish till 11 o'clock. I got out to drive back into the car, and I felt like a really old man. I was like, oh my god, it's like, I feel like a day's passed. I got out the seats of the cinema, and I felt like I genuinely like worked a 24-hour shift because my back was in bits, and I've been sat down. I don't know why I'm going so slow here. I'm continuing school for 3 more years because I'm able to. Yeah. Do you know what? Stay in education as long as you can. Because as soon as you get out of education, you have to start paying tax, and that's just a pain. Hope I pass with a 4. That's new term speak, and I don't understand that. So what's that? What would that be like? A, B, C? Catch you later, Shino. Thank you for coming in. More overshoots. Yeah, I'm not really focusing, to be honest. I just get bored now, plus no one plays anymore. Yeah, I go online and no one's online. You're 22 and I've had a bad back recently. How did you find the F1 movie? I put my sat-nav on to the local cinema. I got directed to the screen number. I sat in my seat and then it came on. That's how I found it. That's a really, really crap joke. I feel like a dad saying that. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It was good. I think if you go into it with hardcore F1 principles in mind, you'll be disappointed. But if you go into it with it's just a film, you'll really enjoy it. The film finishes and you exit the cinema, it's night already, it looks like magic. Do you know what's really confusing? With the F1 film, the way they filmed it is that obviously you feel like for a lot of it you're in the actual driver's seat, and then when you've got to drive home afterwards, it's proper, like, makes you feel a bit funky. Can't stay in college till 21 because I've got EHCP. What's that mean? You know what makes me sleepy? A 195 from Blackpool North. Do you know what would make me sleepy? A Transport for Wales 150 from Manchester Piccadilly to who's it? Cardiff. I can't think. I think it's how uncomfortable the seats are. To be fair, we went to a showcase. Oh, I'm going way too quick here. We went to a showcase cinemas, and they've got reclinable seats. They're absolutely fantastic. You have to pay a bit extra for them, but they are really comfortable seats. Because I was that comfortable, I got up again. I was like, I feel like I've just been, you know, they were comfortable whilst you're in them, but once you get up, everything had gone numb and like I'd like kind of seized up, essentially. That was a good way to make up some time, wasn't it? Speeding into the station. £700 a month tax. Not impressed. £700 a month tax. I mean, how much you earn in a month? Oh, dear me. Is that London rates for tax? I think in Austria, Carlos wanted to be actually just like Brad Pitt. Yeah, do you know what's quite funny? People were making jokes about that last weekend, and I didn't get it. Now I do. It's basically education healthcare plan. Ah, I got you. Are you doing airport commuter? We'll see what we're like for time. We've still got to do the rest of the Glossop, so we'll see what we're like. It's relatively popular tonight, so I'm eager to do some more. Smash the like button, folks. Oh yes, keep the likes coming, or don't if you don't want to. It's up to you. 36. That's incredible. My local cinema also has reclinable seats. It's not my local cinema. I have to travel a little bit for it, but it's nice. My local cinema is in Paris. Right, my laptop's going to die, so let me just put the thing back on charge. Right then. Cool. Let's lock the doors. Do you know what? Do you know what? One of the new HSP 46 scenarios makes you wait 34 hours to start. Does it? I have to. Which one's that? I'll have a little look at that. My local cinema is my local cinema. Been getting into WEC more than F1 now. To be fair, I will be first to admit that a lot of racing series outside of F1 are actually pretty decent. You know, like MotoGP, touring cars, all that sort of stuff. They are pretty decent. It's just not F1. And F1, it's just got a connotation with it that just makes it more enthralling. Do you know what I mean? I've sent you a message. Oh, I'll have a little look. Don't you worry. I think I got a little preview. So, oh, what happened there? Hope that went on my stream then. Came up with something then. My closest cinema is 35 minutes by car, 50 minutes by bus. So the cinema we went to is around about 20 minutes away. I do like a bit of rally. I used to live, so fun fact, where I used to live in Wales was near the, is it Sweet Lamb? Is that what they call it? With the WRC. You meant 24. I thought 34 would be a bit random. The amount of stuff that happens within the F1 world is interesting enough. That's true. Also, Ferrari is actually good in wood endurance, unlike in F1. Yeah. Yeah, but then again, if you can master F1, you can master anything. Thomas, what's up? Currently my ceiling. What's wrong with me? I'm not much. How are you doing? My closest cinema is 4 minutes by tram. Oh, I've just checked the numbers, by the way. We've just hit 4.22. There you go. You can knock that one off the bingo cards as well. Thank you very much. I love how the official F1 YouTube channel uploads memes and all that. Yeah, they're in on it. It's like the admin teams of Aldi. They're quite on it. How you doing, Jord? How you doing, well? I'm on the 323 to Bromsgrove. Loving the new timetable still. Ah, nice. You're on a 323 in game or in real life? You really need to stop with these jokes. You're just filled with dad jokes, aren't you? Yeah. Why not? Lance Stroll should drive WRC. Lots of gravel. Oh yes. Where I live, we have a thunderstorm forecast. Thunderstorm forecast for tomorrow. Ooh. Are you hoping for rain tomorrow? Yes, it could spice things up. I don't want it to be too. Hold on. I don't want it to be too wet though, because then they won't race. For some reason, it's what I don't like with F1. As soon as there's a bit too much rain, they won't race. I think it's stupid. Wish trams were still in Newcastle. I wish there was trams in Leeds. It's a bit of a crawl, this, isn't it? Right, what do you guys think we should do? Should we do a round to Hadfield? Because that takes about 20 minutes. So should we go... What do you want? Do we go round to Hadfield and back again? Or do we just go back from Glossop back towards Manchester Piccadilly and do some more Manchester Airport commuter? What do you think? So do we do 20 minutes going to Hadfield or do we save 20 minutes for Manchester Airport commuter? Let me know your thoughts. Go round and back. Let me just... Hold on. I'll put a poll in. See what you lot think. Shall we? What should we do? Should we go... Hold on. Go to Hadfield and back, or go back to Piccadilly? Let me know. What should we do? Should we go to Hadfield and back, or should we go straight to Piccadilly? How long is the turnaround time? Ah, it's pretty much there. Pretty much done. Make sure that's all checked. That's all fine. Go to Piccadilly Square instead. You're rocking the old Centro livery. There you go. Look at that. Set up just in time. What do you think of Verstappen's pole lap? Pretty immense. You've got to give it him. He's done good there. I was just watching this and not caring about my own train. Do pacer on Manchester. We're just going to do some stuff that's in the timetable. You're all saying go to Hadfield and back. That's fine. We can do that. That's alright. Let's do that then. Let's go to Hadfield and back. Whilst we roll out of here, I can end that poll. Or check the bingo, because why not? Because we can. Because you're worth it. So, bingo. 40 likes. Almost. Not far off. Hold on. $40 likes, not quite yet. Funky NPC, yes, we've had a funky NPC. Shan laughs, yep. Train delay, yes, I think we have had a train delay because we had to quickly change around here. So, yep, you can knock that off. Spad, no. Toilet break, yep. Emergency brakes, no. 4.22, yep. Mic punch, nope. Overshoot, yes. 35 viewers, yep, we've smashed through that. Safety system fail, nope. Mod appears. Yes, Oxenoem, not quite. 5 new members, not quite. And speeding. Yes, we have. I can't see a bingo there, if I'm honest. If you can see a bingo, let me know. That's your update. First person to say bingo if there is a bingo gets the roll. Apparently there is already a bingo about. Anyone watching Wimbledon? No, I don't watch that. Then again though, there's a ping pong table at work and that's quite interesting to watch. Bingo! What is it, Mr. Train Hunter? What's your bingo? You're saying the third row. Alright, hold on. Let me check. Let me check. Third row. Mic punch. No, we've not done a mic punch. We've not done a safety system fail. We've got the other two, but we've not got mic punch. The third row. No, I don't think that's right. A right one. No. You think you're correct? No, there's not been a mic punch and there's not been a safety system fail. Safety systems fail when I get stung. No, the third row, third down. What? Can you tell me what's in that one that row, please? I'm confused. Got stung by a bee. Once we roll along, I'll just be right back. Oh, we can get up to 80 now. I thought it was going to be 10 mile an hour the whole time. Row 3 down, I think he means. As you look at it, the third row at the top going all the way down. Right, okay, hold on then. Let me have when we get to Hadfield, I'll have a little look. How you doing, Ryan? I hope you're doing well. It's gone really warm now all of a sudden. Might have to open my windows a bit. Slow down. Slowly does it. Sorry if I'm wrong. No, it's alright if you're wrong. It doesn't mean you get like null and void or anything. Don't you worry. I'll also need to turn my light on soon as well. It's getting a bit dark. And you roll at 15 mile an hour. It's uphill though. I'm doing good, thank you, Ryan. How are you doing? Oh, I've already asked you how you're doing. That's why you said you're good. There it is, there's a station. It's been almost 2 years since I went on the Glossop line. How long has the Glossop line been out now? It's been out a while, hasn't it? I think it came with... Did it come with Train Sim World 3? That's a 10-second penalty for lying to the stewards and a £5,000 fine. No, it just goes like real bingo. With real bingo, if you false call, it's just a false call. It's been out for over 2 years now. Right, let's do that. Hopefully there's not a quick turnaround time. Let me just check that. 10:41. It is going to be a quick turnaround time, isn't it? Is it? Oh no, that's alright. Well, we'll very quickly do that, because then we'll have a few minutes. So we'll do that, do that, do that, do that. Cool. There you go. Very quick turnaround. I can imagine being a bit dizzy if you're a driver. Well, that's weird. Just open that door. And that one. No! What are you doing? Why is it rolling? No! Where are you going? Why is it rolling backwards? Why is my train rolling backwards? No! Why is it rolling backwards? That's so... Why did it do that? That's so weird. Why is it rolling? Oh my... Why is it rolling? Why is it doing that? How has that happened? Get me on quick. Get me on quick. Quick. That is... It's a ghost train. That's well bizarre. What? No, what? What's going on here? No, surely not. Why is it rolling away? No, let me get in. What are you being a sausage for? What a spooky old train that is. Why did that do that? Oh my goodness gracious me. It's fully started going. Well, it's a good job we weren't checking the bingo at that time. Wow. Released the same time as the 700. Wow, the 700 been out for 2 years now. That's spooky. I don't know why that did that. That shouldn't have done that. Everything was off the other side. That spooked me out. Tripped by the brakes. Released on June 27, 2023. Yellow warning for thunderstorms issued for the race. Oh, nice. We like that. We like some race, some thunderstorms. Train Hunter, you finding that you're very angry by that. Do you think there'll be a summer sale for Xbox as well as Steam soon? There is currently a summer sale for Steam at the minute, actually. I don't know about the Xbox though. I don't know how that usually works. Downgrade with brakes off. Yeah, but surely by going... surely by taking it out, it automatically applies the brakes anyway. Surely? Am I right? Am I wrong? Northern is about to receive a complaining email. Thunderstorms during the race doesn't sound good. I'd like to be able to go straight on down there. There is a few services that do that. Just imagine the thunder hitting the A525. It'd probably give it some power. Have we ever raced during a thunderstorm? Yeah, sorry Train Hunter. I will look. In fact, I'll look now. I'll look now. Sorry, we currently had a runaway train. Shan Laughs emergency brakes. 35 members. No, that's not a bingo. We've had Shan Laughs. We've not had emergency brakes. We have had 35 viewers, and then we haven't had 5 new members in the Discord server. So no, there isn't a bingo just yet. Not that I see, anyway. False call. Let's keep going. I'm in envy of all these frequent sales that Steam gets. You need to get off the Xbox, that's why. Is that even allowed? I don't imagine why it'd be an issue. Probably be just as bad as going in the rain. No, it's not the last. There's not a bingo I can see. I think you're having me on a little bit now. I can't put any power on. What the chuff? Oh, well, there's emergency brakes, and I didn't mean to do that. What's going on with this train? It's playing up proper. What the... My right trigger's not working. Right, hold on. Abort a mission. We've fully broke the 323. It's all right. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Where were we? We were Hadfield Part 2, and it was 10:50. That's the one. Do that one. Xbox is rubbish. I have a PS5. I rewinded and suddenly cars started flying and glitching all under the ground. We've flashed forward to Glossop. It's all right. We've technically travelled on that line, so it's fine. Abort lap. Box. Who do you think will win tomorrow's race? Probably Verstappen. Verstappen's good in the wet, isn't he, so... Bingo. What's your bingo, Gaming Junction? What's your bingo? I sent a clip of what was going on in racing chat. I think Max, first line going along. Oh, yes. Yep. First, what, the top line? What, 40 likes, Funky NPC, Shanlaff's train delay? Because, if that's the case, then yes, that is a valid call, because we have just hit 40 likes. That is a fresh bingo. Unfortunately, Train Hunter, your two calls were both incorrect. And I'm going to give it to Gaming Junction. Are you in the Discord server? If so, what's your username? I'll make sure to assign the role for you. Evening, Aiden. Hope you're doing well. Bingo, Jason. You can't win. Well, you can win, but your role is different anyway. What's your new username, Gaming Junction? I'll make sure to assign your role. Tesco bag for life. Ah, look at that. New member and all sorts. I'll sort that out for you shortly. So, now that we've had one line, I'll tell you what, we'll go for 2 lines next. If anyone gets 2 lines on the bingo, in any direction, so that includes this one now, 2 lines on the bingo, you get assigned a role. Why not? We normally do 1 line, 2 line. We normally do 1 line, then a house. So we do 1 line, 2 line, then the house. So any 2 lines, they can share the same square. Can't blame me for trying. The thing is, you could win and you could be assigned the role, but no one would see the role because your role is above that. You've got 2 lines. Scream bingo then. Yeah, I can assign the roles if you want me to do, so you don't forget. Yeah, go for it. If you actually, that would be very useful. 2 total, so that includes the 1 now. But what have you got, Alex? What's your 2 lines? If so, that was quick. Go on, what's your bingo? Who needs it? It'll be Tesco bag for life, and also I believe UK Tag won it last time, and I never assigned it. Is that right, UK Tag? Can you confirm? Don't lie to me. No one needs it, they just want it. Never made a veteran role. Yeah, I never got around to it. I thought it'd be too much hassle, to be honest. 40 likes, toilet break, 35 viewers, and speeding. Is that diagonal? Oh, that might be a diagonal, you know. Hold on, let me check. Valid call. Valid call. There you go, Alex. You get assigned the role as well. What's your username? I think it's the same, innit? Usernames don't transpose between YouTube and Discord, so let us know your username, and Jason can assign you the role. It was Ginger Jake. Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yep, I remember. Thank you for being honest. You don't win anything for being honest. You just get good credibility. I'll make sure that the wheel's rigged for you next time. So yeah, it's Ginger Jake that needs it as well. Not UK Tag. Ping on Discord, bear with. If you're in the, yeah, you'll be in the Discord server. Ping Jason as well, because he'll be the one sorting it. Ah, there you go. I thought it was Alex somewhere. Broad bottom. I do find it quite cool that as soon as you've done the triangle, there is another service going to do the triangle. Yeah. Sorry, I should have been right. I don't know why I thought it was UK Tag. It'll because of the wheel. How many subscribers did you have mid-February 2024? Not many. I think it would have been around about. I don't even think we had 100. Mid-February 2024. Let me find out for you. We have just had a new subscriber as I've looked, so thank you very much to the new person that has just subscribed. Mid-Feb, so 15th of Feb. The 15th of Feb, we had 151. That's a lot more than expected, to be fair. 151. The channel grew really well at the start, to be fair. Don't know how we did it, but it was going absolutely mad. Crazy to think that we hit 4,000. What was it? Start of June. Month later, when we're 4.2 in. That's mad. Being honest never gets you anything. At least telling lies can get you something. For example, a place to stay in a rotting building behind bars. Oof. It's a great station name. It is. Broadbottom. I've got a Broadbottom. 18th of February will be a few days later. So. Let's have a look. 18th of Feb. 196. I remember finding your channel at random, seeing you had around 6 to 7 videos at the time. Yeah, that would be early days. Very early days. It was around about one of the first. I was around one of the first like 165 people to have subscribed. That's incredible. Silver, gold and diamond play buttons coming your way. I was the first, within the first 196. You probably were the 196th. Second stream I've watched of you and I'm really enjoying it. Oh, I really appreciate that, Adam. Honestly, it's It means a lot, like, all of the support. I don't think it'll ever get to the point for silver, gold, and diamond play buttons. It'd be cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't imagine it'll get to that point. But a man can dream. To be fair, when I started the channel up, I never thought it'd get to 1,000 subscribers, let alone 4,000. So, it's pretty impressive. I think if I were to have to set a goal, like an overall YouTube goal, I'd say 10,000. That is like, what, 5 digits on a YouTube channel is pretty impressive. Does Richie have a map of Penistone? Dear me. I did it again. You did what again, sorry? I don't know if I subbed prior to your first stream, considering I did find you through that train sim guy. Ah, yes! Oh, I remember him. I hope he's doing well wherever he is. I remember idolising him a little bit, because at the time I was watching him, he had like almost 2,000 subscribers, and I was like, he's doing bits. I found you for the RichyRail 380. The roles are sorted. Ah, thank you, Jason. Much appreciate it. Why were you confused? What confused you? Same with me on TikTok on the way to 100 followers at 86 or around about that now. To be fair, that's decent. It can either be really easy or really hard to get followers on TikTok. I tell you what was really cool the other day. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I reposted it. Someone, this couple, I've got a TikTok account, and the guy, they're on holiday. I don't know where they are in the world, but wherever they were, the woman was filming the bloke. And it was like when it's 9 o'clock abroad and your boyfriend's obsessed with trains, and they were watching my Manchester First Look video. He was watching it on the laptop, which was really cool. And it was like, when he's got an obsession with trains, and I commented on it saying, looks like he's got an obsession with me, ha ha ha, as a joke. But yeah, that was quite cool. That video did really, really, really well for them. It's got like around about 40,000 views, so big shout out to them. And if I think if they're watching now, or if they have been watching, big shout out to you. It let me assign but unassign when I went wrong. Sorted it now. Okay, that's good. You've not broken it too much, have you? You could have millions, but doesn't mean you're a good YouTuber. Exactly. I think I might have subbed to you earlier, but I didn't watch you until the main Tailbound stream. TikTok, I got 550 within a month, but I haven't really bothered uploading. Yeah, it was a good video, that. But yeah, going back to, I don't really have subscriber goals, and if I focus too much on subscriber goals, it gets a bit depressing if you don't reach them. But I think if I had to pick any, I'd say 10,000 subscribers. That's a big one. That is a big one, isn't it? It had around about 60,000 last time I saw it. Oh! I'll have to have a check of it in a second when we get to Godly. You gotta see that. Yeah, I reposted it. I'll share it in the Discord if you don't want to have a look for it. The username's Charles and Kate. You tagged me in that TikTok. Oh, overshoot. That one's really hard to stop at. Because it's such a short platform. Really hard to stop at. Imagine the guy's watching the stream. Well, if he is, get filming. Let's have a look. There it is. Yeah, Charles on holiday in Loke Como at 9 PM, and it's my video. Yeah. It's the worst part of the video. It's the worst part he could have chosen in the video, but it's alright. Yeah, 40.4 thousand views, so fair play to him. Yeah, no, I'm seeing it right now. The Train Sim World menu music featured on the radio segment. Train Sim World 4, that is. I followed them, but they never followed me back. Right, hold on. I'm going to open my windows because I'm sweating cobs. Oh, I've just knocked my water over. Going back to the bingo, by the way. Now we've had the 2 lines, we've got the full house. We need to get the full house. We've only ever got 1 full house. I've always wondered what they're doing around here. They must be building some new housing or something. Right, let's go. Still got 35 people watching. That's insane. That's another thing as well. A lot of you that watch my early streams will remember, like, us. Do you remember was it the Goblin line where we first hit 20 watching? That was insane. And there's a mic punch. Did you hear that? Ow, I've just punched my desk and all. There's a mic punch and a desk punch all in one go. So you can knock that off your bingo cards. "20 watching is too much. We need those 6 viewers back." I'd look down my nose at 6 viewers now. I'm joking, of course. Why do you keep doing mic violence? The mic gets in my way. I can't help that I punched it when it gets in the way. I'm doing terrible with these stops. I tell you what was funny, right? I was playing Mac, I'm going to call it. I was playing Mac the other day, and I was stopping at every single station perfectly. Not a problem in the world. What's the mic ever done to you? It's got in my way. Look at all these people. It's a very busy service, isn't it? Very busy for 11 o'clock in the morning. I find it hard to believe that there'd be that many people on a service. You're a very inconsistent driver. Yeah. Talking of YouTube milestones, by the way, another big one as well, which I'm going to be highlighting very soon. Do you know that the channel's almost got 1 million views? Which, that blows my mind just a bit. Like 1 million, I know that's not 1 million individual people, but collectively, 1 million sets of eyes have seen the channel. And that is pretty darn crazy. You might have seen the destinations I made earlier. I didn't. Violence is always the answer. Sounds like what a Ferrari driver would say. I'm starting a little OMSI passion project of building my local bus route. Oh, I see. Sorry, is that a follow-on comment from what you were saying there? Freight train broke down last Wednesday, causing 2 hours of delays. Is that 1 mil yours and Shan's eyes? I wish. Probably, well, to be fair, at least 500 of them will be me because of all my videos. Every video I watch at least once, just to check it. OMSI is on the top of me list along with CBM when I get myself a PC. I have recently picked up a new game that I will be doing some content on. I've not even mentioned it actually, to be honest. A new game. Or not new. It's not a new game, but there's a game I've picked up. It's currently on sale, and I've had it on my wish list for a little while. Content coming soon. Not yet, soon, because I need to get my head around it. It's complicated. Why don't they just take the train off the rails? That's what they do when an F1 car breaks down. What letter does it begin with? What the game name? N. That car park's a bit questionable, isn't it? That kind of reminds me of the car park I parked in yesterday at the cinema. It's an awful car park. Why is it right? Crazy just asked me what letters does the game start with. I say N. 2 people suggest games will start with C. N. Yeah, November. This gate always makes me chuckle. I think this gate is absolutely brilliant. What a stupid gate. And this one as well. What's the point? You said that after we wrote those messages. How you doing, Ols? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Not a City Skylines 2. I don't think I'm going to bother with City Skylines 2, to be honest. How much was it on sale for? Now that's giving it away. I think it was £12. 12 quid. It was only 20% off though. Be nice. How you doing, Dead Short Overkill? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are currently on the Glossop line going back towards Manchester Piccadilly. The second letter of the... How do I do this? You know what it is, Crazy, but I'm going to say I. Any other clues? It's 2 words. Or 2 syllables. Southwestern, you've got it. I've picked it up. I've picked that up. I need to get my head around it and there'll be some content on it soon. Don't you worry. Everyone's asked me to get it, so... Now that I've won the bingo again, I can relax. We need a NIMBY Rails multiplayer stream. How does that? Is it actually multiplayer? Is it a good game? Obviously, I picked it up, but I've not played it. So. What service? What station's this? Fairfield. Good game, lots of mods too. We're doing a little flyby shot because we can. Pretty good game, lots of mods. Oh yeah. It's a 2D style. Yeah, from what I've seen, it's like maps that you can sort of mess around with. Fairfield is only served by Piccadilly to Rose Hill and Marple services. Oh, is it the same for this one as well? I always wondered why you can't stop at these services. Oh, you do get a few stations. Gorton. Would that be DMUs? Back in the day, this route was 4-track. Yeah, it seems quite wide, so I would imagine it would have been. You can spend hours and hours on it, considering you can build anywhere on Earth. You can make cross-Antarctican railways. If anyone will use it is another question. Build from Birmingham. I still need to do Transport Fever 2 episode 3. Is it episode 3? I think so. Oh no, episode 4. One of the two. Welcome back, Nathan. Hope you're doing well. Which other countries would you like to see in Train Sim World? Australia. Would definitely like to see that. I know we've already got it, but I want to see some more French stuff. I think Spanish route would be nice. Iberian gauge could be quite interesting. You're back from your curry. Oh, what curry did you have? This was originally the Woodhead line that went to Sheffield from Manchester via the Woodhead Tunnel. Diesel 150s and 195s. That game would make my head explode. Build HS2 so you can waste your time and and the money. A korma. Oh no. Oh, can we get an L in chat, please? That's not even a. That's not. You can't call the korma a curry. Oh dear. Here's me thinking you'd say I don't know, a madras or a tikka masala. A tikka masala is like the blandest you can go. Oh dear. Did you enjoy it? That's the all important question. Spain would be popular. I imagine it would be. Yeah, tikka masala. I like a tikka masala. If I'm feeling brave, I'll have a madras. I've had a vindaloo once. I didn't enjoy the day after, so yeah. If only they kept their route to Sheffield, it could reduce overcrowding on the Hope Valley line. Oh, I do like a Jowl Frazee or a Rogan Josh. A Rogan Josh is a good shout. Could reuse the TGV duplex as well for Spain. Yeah, it'd be cool. I think it'd be great to see a Spanish route in the game. There's loads of places they could go with it as well. I think it's just licensing, isn't it? Yeah, when is your next stream? Oh, there's lots of L's in the chat there. Oh dear. When I come into your stream, I'm going to go Joe Eats Korma. Pass it on. Just past the station where the worst German railway incident happened. Yeah, you said it earlier on. I missed it. Sorry. Do any trains stop at Ardwick? Is it Ardwick? Is that what they call it? Guess the Korma makes a change from his usual chicken nuggets. Are you do you like your beige food? If so, that's fine. That's fine. I won't judge you too much. I like my beige food as well. I can't really say much. I made some burgers for dinner. Homemade burgers, but still burgers. Wish they added a different northern train for the Manchester Commuter. I agree. I do wish there was an additional northern train. But hopefully ATS pull it out the bag and do like a loco DLC or something. From someone who's not from the UK, it really does fascinate me how Brits love curry. Oh, I love curry. Absolutely love it. Beautiful. Got a 6 car going down there. Got to have the full trimmings though. You've got to have, right, you've got to have, if you're going to have a curry, you need to have at least poppadoms, a bit of naan bread, a couple of samosas, onion bhajis, a couple of pakoras. I feel like Smithy now. I have a lamb boona, chicken boona, prawn boona, mushroom rice, keema naan, and 9 poppadoms. I think that's right, isn't it? Chicken tenders. Oh, you can't go wrong with chicken tenders though. I like the ones you get from Aldi. Oh, apologies for the radio silence. Just had to sort a couple of bits in the Discord. Country bus sim Discord. Yeah, no worries. Sunday timetable 9:11 ish from Manchester Piccadilly is a 6 coach. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. We'll have a little look and see see some of the 6 car services. Or Sagaloo. I don't know what that is, Pete. On Manchester Commuter, 1L14 is a 6 car. Right, I tell you what, we'll jump into that 1911 service, see if that's a 6 car, and then we'll jump into that 1L14, and then we'll probably call it a night. But we've successfully run 2 separate routes there, and that's took 2.5 hours ish. Okay, dead short. You can stop with the L's now. There's enough L's. Right. For people that are asking for route suggestions, by the way, that one, top tier, go for it. Right. Also, top tier, go for it. Manchester Airport Commuter, Mac. So we were looking at the Sunday. What am I doing? Sunday timetable. Sunday timetable. Actually, you know what? I've not really looked too much at the timetable for the Sunday. It's more, yeah, it's more prep work. What was it? 1911. Let's have a look. I could just do this, couldn't I? I'm on the PC. You can do this on the PC. 1911. It says evening. That's interesting. Evening part 2. What's all this? Different services. Is it that one? Sorry. 1911-ish. Have you got a head code? I'm going to guess it's this one. One L14 weekday. Let's have a look. Is it 6 car? No, that one's not 6 car. That's not the right one. That's not the one. If anyone will answer me in the chat, what is the favourite route at the minute? I'm contemplating which one I should get next. At the minute, Manchester Airport Commuter. It's the Wilmslow one. That one. We can do that one. Might be a nighttime one, but we can do that one. Let's have a look. This could be a nice run, this, actually. Is it? It is! There you go. Look at that. We're starting in the siding as well. Nice, alright. This is a good little service, this. I have jumped into the right one, haven't I? We'll just do this first part of it, and then we'll do the 1014. This is a cool little service, though, to be fair. Don't forget, folks, from 11 PM, the British Ace is doing a full line of the Cajon Pass. Haha! Dear me. This is nice looking. On Sunday, they all terminate at Wilmslow. I do find it interesting that they've done 2 separate timetables. I've not, like I said, I've not delved too much into the evening timetable, so is there quite a big difference? Topic of debate, you're at a barbecue. Do you have fried onions in your burger or not? I do every time. Yes, of course. When I host a barbecue, I will ensure to make some fried onions. Not working all things Manchester. Train Sim 5 or my Xbox. What? Sorry, say that again. You've already got the Cardiff City network and West Coast Mainline South. Any recommendations for any UK routes that I could get? What do you sort of like? Do you like the commuter operations of Cardiff City? Do you like high speed stuff? That'll help me narrow it down for you. Do you like high speed? Do you like freight? Do you like 80s action? Do you like modern action? Give me a bit of a breakdown. New skybox. What here? I don't know. Skybox is in like the clouds and such. Round where we are, we have 2-car EMRs, and on a Sunday we have 5 to 6. Onion rings go down nice. Oh, I do like some onion rings. I think going forward, it'd be fun to see more Sunday services en route. Yeah, it'd be really cool. I think the idea of the weekend timetable is quite a good idea. To be fair, it definitely makes quieter routes seem a lot busier, like San Bernardino. Ah, Brighton Mainline. Got ya. Yeah, Todd 4 for BML when. Commuter operations. You like your commuter operations. Commuter operations. If you like high dense commuter stuff, Birmingham Cross City is a very good one. That is one of my personal favourites. Coming from a Brummie, right, from a person that used to live on the route, it's very accurate and I absolutely love it. Obviously, the 323 has been had a lot of work go into it. So yeah, that's a good one. For other commuter style sort of stuff, if you like your 80s stuff, Blackpool branches, very very good route. Very high quality commuter diesel action. Cathcart Circle is another good one. Again, you know, commuter style, different branches. It's a network style route. Southeastern High Speed, fantastic route. Very very good. BML, yes, another good one. Seems to be high clouds on this route. I've not seen that before. Oh really? To be fair, I wouldn't even be able to tell you if there's any differences. I don't really pay attention to the sky, only when it looks nice. I suppose, I don't know. I don't think there's... It could just be my eyes. It might just be my computer, to be honest. It might just be my screen looking a bit naff. It looks nice, though, from what I can see. Why can't I get the 350 out of forwards? I have just stopped and it won't let me. Have you got throttle on? If you've got it in a power position. The gas barbecue has been moved from my old house to the new one. I am of course in the new one. Excuses to make more fried onions. Yeah, you can't go wrong with fried onions. East Coast Way is another good one. East Coast Way needs a bit of an overhaul. High speed one from London to Europe this weekend. Trying to think of other good ones. 5 Circle's a really good one. I like 5 Circle. That's not necessarily Commuter, but yeah, that's it is kind of Commuter, I suppose. But DMUs, that's a good one. The 350s, you need to put it beyond 90%, 80% brake to move the reverser. There you go. Oh, a 3 AM alarm. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, I hope you enjoy your work tomorrow. 3 o'clock start doesn't sound nice on a Sunday. But I hope you enjoy it. Catch you later, mate. Of course, a lot of you here will already be subscribed to Joe, but if you haven't, go and subscribe. Because obviously, a fellow ambassador knows a lot more about the game and trains than I do, so go drop him a follow if you haven't already. Hello Transport East Anglia, hope you're doing well. It's been 3 years since your last barbecue. I bought a new barbecue the other day actually. I bought one from Argos. It's like a barrel looking one. Fantastic. It's great. I do like a barbecue. Right then, let's stop down here. Begins with a taxi to Eastbourne, and then work to Lewes, and then empties back to Eastbourne. Do you get to drive them? That'd be fun. Well, enjoy. I hope you have a lot of fun, and yeah. Make sure you're up on time. That's all I can say. I wouldn't be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, absolutely no chance. I used to wake up quite early for me. So my granddad, God rest his soul, used to be a wagon driver, and he used to get permission for me to go in the cab as long as I didn't obviously touch any machinery or whatever. So I used to go in the cab with him across the country, and he used to start at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was insane. Dead now. Oh dear. Is Manchester Airport commuter set in current day? It's an awkward one. So the route itself is set in modern day, yes. The timetable set in 2018, just to kind of make use of more of the layers. What they wanted to do is, instead of bringing in a route that had not as many layers because it wouldn't have been quite accurate, they've backdated the timetable to include the TPEs and the LNWI livery and the ScotRail 158, so they're actually kind of period accurate. I get up 2 AM for work. Goodness gracious me. I mean, fair play to, I mean, have you got to be up at 2 o'clock like 4 hours? If so, you need to get to sleep. And here's me struggling for a 7 o'clock start. to go into my nice, my nice cushioned office job. You guys are waking up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to go and do some actual grafting. Fair play to you. I was wondering because there was a 350 going to Edinburgh. That's right, yeah. That's acting as TPE. I watched someone who works on this route as a guard for Northern. How you doing, James? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. I really like this entry into the airport. It's nice. So the route is very accurate. Yeah. Oh wow, that was a cool little shot. Look at that. Got a 323 coming in and a plane going up over top. I'll quickly remind you all, when we get into the airport, the skywalk looks fantastic. How you doing, Seb? Hope you're doing well. Still got 40 people watching. That's insane. We've almost got 50 likes as well. Two likes away from 15. We've also just had another new subscriber. We had 2 new subscribers. Thank you very much. No, Joe Dobson works at TPE. I believe. You need to go to bed soon. So do I. Get up at 6:30 every day, every Wednesday to catch a bus. I'm currently looking for a new IT job, and also not sure if I told you, but I have now, I now have a HNC in network engineering. Got a distinction in the assessments. Nice. I'm not too sure what HNC means, but it sounds like it's good. So congratulations. It's stupid how badly I want to pick up the route. Do it. Get it. It's good. What platform are you on? I always forget. You're on PC, ain't you? Or no, you're on Xbox, ain't you? There's so many layers for it. It is so good. It really is. Yeah, there's a TPE guard. I've never seen him on TPE stuff though, which is interesting. Oh, it didn't like that, did it? Higher National Certificate, also known as a foundation degree. Ah, decent. Well, fair play. It's quite hard to pick up a virtual thing. Oi. This route is also, yeah. Do you know what? Considering all the traffic on it, it's been really well optimized. I will give them that. I've also experienced one crash. What I'll do is, whilst we're loading up here, this is the skywalk. There you go. It looks really cool at night. It's purple now, which is cool. I want to see whether someone said if you go into photo mode, you can actually go into the airport. I'm going to test that. I've been to this airport. It looks absolutely spot on. That looks fantastic over there. I've been in this way because that's where the main terminal is over there. Is there any TPE stuff in Trains in World? No. No, that's why they've done the LNWR one. I would love to see TPE, don't get me wrong. Would love to see TPE. I would pay a lot of money for TPE. Let's do it. Let's see. Can you... You can't go fast. Oh. Yeah, apparently you can go all the way down the skywalk. How far? Yeah, you can get into this multi-storey car park, interestingly. Oh, no, you can't. Ah, no. I could have sworn you could have gone all the way through. Nah, you can't go. You saw a streamer go into the airport last night. There's got to be a way in, surely. Well, there's the airport. You can see all the planes. They look nice, don't they? You can't go that way. Go blurry every so often. Can you go into the planes? That's an all-important question. Can you... Oh, you can go in the planes. Whoa, plane sim world in train sim world. Am I right? Can you go in these bits? Oh, technically... Oh, no, you can't. Oh, there's collisions on them. Oh, no. There you go, look. You're in a plane cockpit in a train game. Look at that. Nice. Considering that you can't see half this stuff, it is like relatively well modelled. Like even the lights on the runway and stuff, that's quite good. So it keeps going blurry like, but there you go. Anyway, I can't get out of this. Right. Anyway, what was that service? 1014. A 185 would be mint, I agree. Anyways, I'm going to get to bed as I'm on duty at church tomorrow morning. I'm one of the techies, so have a great one. Thank you for coming in, Joshua. Much appreciated. Have a good day at church tomorrow. 1L14, wasn't it? 1L14. There it is. Let's do that. Go. That's a taxiway, not a runway. Yeah, I know. That's what I meant. Those planes look really plain from the inside. Haha. Richie, use photo mode and explore Metrolink. Ah, yes, I need to do that, don't I? I saw someone did that. They actually managed to get into it with Thomas. Is this a 6 car? That's the all important question. Sorry, 4 car. No. 6 car? It is a 6 car. Look at that. There you go. All the cars. Go. Now, don't be like tricked because it says Transport for Wales 158. I have to clarify this every time. That says it because I've got a mod installed. So don't be like, confirmed. It's not. Right. Photo mode. Let's go down to... Can you glitch from there? You can't glitch through there. One thing I spotted earlier... Right, so I filmed a video for Monday. Right, there's a video coming out Monday. And there's one thing I spotted that I'd never seen before. One thing this is such a stupid little detail, but I love it. These, how they say one way and the way that they're done properly. That, silly stuff like that, I think is fantastic. A little bit to detail, but it really, like even this, maximum height stuff, that really, honestly, makes it for me. That is... It's just, it's great. I like it a lot. Can you get through here? Yeah, there you go. Can you go around here? Moment of truth. How far do the Metrolink platforms go? They end there. Boo. Oh, you do go out there. Well, there's a station. So you can get underneath the station, which is interesting. What about this way? I didn't think about doing it in photo mode last time. You can go through there if you want to. Or they go out this way. Do they? No. They don't go out far that way. Can you explore down here? Spawn a 380. Do you know what? I don't have a 380 on the PC. Annoyingly. Anyway, let's get back in. I'll try to as long as nothing goes wrong. I'm happy. Awesome. Catch you later, mate. Thank you for coming in. It would be a good idea for my idea of the East Coast Main Line 802. Bakerloo line extension to Hayes is a good idea to do first thing on the London Underground. I'm considering getting the Cardiff City network for the layers on here for the routes since I love small commuter routes. I would get it. It's great. Maybe we can try East Didsbury again. No, probably not. We did enough there. Yeah. In fact, yeah, we will. Sorry, I thought you were on about airport. Yeah, remind me. We'll do it. You should get God mode. I probably should. Yeah. Look at that. At the same time, there's a 6 car 323. Interesting. Okay. And this is the weekday timetable. Maybe I should do some more services at night. Or in the evening anyway. There's a lot more varied consists. I've literally only done services around 9 or 10 o'clock because there's loads of different services to do. There'll probably be like a mad few like different ones on here. Glossop line has an 8-car 158. Yeah, I know. I know about that one. Look at that. This fruit is looking nice. There's the Pendolini. What does God mode do? Because it gives you special powers. Guard mode on that would be a torture. Oh, you can do. Do you know what's funny about that? You can actually do guard mode on it as well, can't you? Look at this. It's a silly length, that, isn't it? Never in my life have I seen a 6-car 158. It'll have some power though, I tell you. Pendolini. That's what you call it, a Pendolini. A Pender's leaning. What I like about this bit as well, as you leave Piccadilly, it kind of gives me vibes of leaving Victoria. I know it's a bit silly, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. God mode allows you to see hidden tracks in the route map. Ooh. 6-car to Nottingham, then 2 to Norwich. Waterloo to Exeter can be a 9-car 158. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah. Because they're 3-car the 158s for South Western trains, aren't they? It's a bit random that we've got a 15. Ow. Do you hear that? I fully punched my desk again. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. I might pull a Hentis and start falling asleep. That's because we've got a cross, that's why. 159 is the South Western Trains variant. Ah, yeah, thought as much. There's also a mod that allows you to turn on the concourse boards on German routes as well. Yeah, do you know what? That's one thing I'd like to see. Concourse boards on German routes. Right, what's 25? Does that 323 even move? I swear it doesn't move, it's always there. Can you fuel up the 323s? Oh, I'm waiting for the comments now. Just hit 50 likes, so thank you very much for the likes. Much appreciated. We've also had a new subscriber, so thank you very much. We've had loads of new subscribers today. Almost 10 new subscribers, so I much appreciate everyone coming in. A lot of hype around the Manchester route, so how are you finding it? Do you like it? Daniel, what route would you want to see added/extended? Route to be added, I'd like to see like a North Wales coastline or something like that. I think that'd be really nice. Route to be extended, I think would be, I'd like maybe TVL to be remastered and extended. I think would be really nice. East Coast Way to be extended and remastered. That could be also really cool. Yeah, all sorts really. There's loads of different options. Also get the Munich Augsburg timetable mod. I ought to do that. I don't have Munich Augsburg on the PC though. I'll see how much is it on the Steam sales, because I might pick it up. Interesting that we're on the slow lines. Modern day 1R70s and 109 weekdays are always a 170. Please don't tell me you just didn't say that. Yeah, I did. I did say that, and I meant it as well. It's 50% off. It's at $12.49. It's a big price to pay for a timetable mod when I've already got it on the PlayStation. There is actually a timetable mod I am meant to be showcasing at some point. Soon as well. Samir, how are you doing? I'd love to see Northern Manchester Piccadilly to crew. At the minute it only goes toward Liège. Yeah, I think a crew extension should be something they should consider. In fact, I've not responded to him yet, but Alan Thompson did actually comment on on my first look video, and he says they are going to consider some future features, so who knows. You like to see Edinburgh Waverley to Morpeth or something, as that is a nice part of the East Coast mainline, much nicer than Peterborough to Doncaster. All this as well a timetable mod. Oh, he's there now. Oh, is there now? Ah. How you doing, George? I'm doing very well, thank you, today. How are you doing? Right, let's get slowed down for Stockport. So what DLC are people most looking forward to then? Oh, look at that! Being overtaken by a 323. That's where we're on the slow lines. Being left in the dust by the 323 there. I don't get why the 86 graphic is so blurry. The add-on art graphic for more specification. Oh, I don't know. I've not found it to be blurry. Right then. Happy days. I know why your photo mode always went blurry. You didn't have focal point on 100%. Ah, gotcha. I'll make sure to update that when we go to East Didsbury. It's a really well modelled station, this Stockport. It's a really busy station as well, this Stockport. Cool. Lovely stuff. After the 86 releases, I'd say that just trains will update Blackpool to add them, and the 47 to replace the West Coast services. I hope so. I do hope that with this 86 they'll update Hold on a minute. Oh, the ATS building. The ATS multi-story car park. Look at that. It's a cool little feature. Right. East Didsbury. We'll fly along the Metrolink platforms, and then we're going to call it a night, because I'm a little bit sleepy now. I've also got to be up early. Not as early as other people, but I have still got to be up early. So, East Didsbury. You can actually do this, can't you, on the PC? You can choose where you want to go. So, East Didsbury, I think, is that one. There we go. Go. Right then. Photo mode. Photo mode. Oh no, don't do that. Photo mode. Right. Focal point needs to be all the way up. All the way up. Wait. There you go. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I want to be awake at 12:05 for the F2 feature race. Oh yes, can't forget that. You can't forget the feature race. Come on. Come on. Keep on going. There it is. Right, so how far can you go along the Metrolink platforms down here then? There. Oh, there's a station down there. You can't get to it, annoyingly. Is that a plane up there? Sick. You can go this way there. And you can't go that far that way either. Ah. Ah, boo. Hold on, can we zoom in? You can zoom in, can't you? Hold on. You can see it ends down there, look. It doesn't go that far. It's modelled, which is interesting. You can't, how far can you see down there? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's modelled down there. Anyway, that's the furthest you can go. That is the furthest you can go. What can we do with a drunken sailor? We can spawn in Scotsman. That's what we can do with it. Spawn it there. There we go. Look at that. Scotsman. Oh, it looks beautiful, Scotsman, doesn't it? Right. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that stream there. I very much enjoyed that. That's the terminus of the Metrolink line. Oh, I see. I got you. Right. Anyway, yeah, that was a stream on all things Manchester. I mean, technically speaking, to fully make it all things Manchester, we should have done Manchester Victoria on Northern Transpennine, but I don't have that on the PC, so we won't talk about that. Spawn an ICE 1? No. So, anyway, as for general bits of admin from me, on Monday there will be a video about Glossop Line and Manchester Airport Commuter, all to be revealed. On Monday, which will be very nice to see. Obviously, it's British Grand Prix tomorrow, so from 3 till 5 PM, don't bug me. I'm watching telly. But yeah, so obviously we've got that. What else is next week? Not much going on next week, I don't think. But next weekend, I won't be streaming next Saturday because I am out and about, so I won't be back on the evening. I might stream on Sunday instead, though. I'll let you know. I'll let you all know. As for other bits of admin, thank you very much. I was going to say, congratulations to whoever won the bingo tonight. We didn't end up getting a full house, did we? Let's have a look. Full house. Let's have a look. Full house. Do you know what's quite funny? We could, if we really wanted to, if we were ever struggling to get a winner for the bingo, we could always do that. But we won't, because UK Tag will get upset. But what do we get? 40 likes, Funky NPC, Shannon laughs, train delay. We didn't do a spad. Not a singular spad. How good's that? Toilet break, emergency brakes, 4.22. Mic punch, overshoot, 35 viewers. No safety system fails. We did good there. Mod appears, no ox and no ohms. 5 new members. Not quite, I don't think. Not quite. We did have a couple of new members though, so big shout out to those new people. And plenty of speeding. Yes, big one to mention is the preview streams. for the 86. So on Monday night there is a preview stream for by Just Trains themselves, which I'll be in and watching, and then obviously there'll be one from Dovetail. I think it's on Thursday, so keep an eye out for them. But yeah, I think everything else, there's not really much else to say. So have a good rest of your Saturday evening or Sunday morning, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to go and get myself a nice cup of tea, probably hop on Manchester Airport Commuter on the PlayStation for a bit and chill out, because why not? So you'll get upset at what? I weren't properly listening. Oh, look at the 158 coming in. Not 158, sorry. 150 and 153 coming in. Right. What were you get upset about? Whoa, it's stopping here. Hold on a minute. Oh, we were going to go, but that's stopping. That's actually stopping. I didn't know they stopped at East Didsbury. That's an interesting... I never knew they did that. That's new. That is a new one for me. Anyway, right. With all that aside, thank you all for watching tonight. Much appreciate it. And yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. And hopefully see you on Wednesday when I will figure out what I'm streaming. So... catch you all later, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.